What is up, nerds and nerdettes? Welcome to another show. Today is a very special show. It is going to be the first time that myself and the Key Unit are hosting a interview with a creator and a writer. We've had local community people who do draw and stuff. 36 Chambers, God taking them on, and we've hung out with them. Became good friends with them. But this is our first professional comic book writer creator joining us for an interview. So I hope you guys are excited. I'm going to go ahead and introduce the other members of the Key Unit panel, and then we're going to introduce the man of the hour. First up, the one who helped bring this all together. Y'all know him. Y'all love him. Grod Father. What's up, Grod?
What's good, man? What's good, man? I'm excited and nervous at the same time.
Yeah, I am too. Y'all know. Everybody who watches us and follows us knows we've been working on this for at least a week and a half, 2 weeks promoting it. You've been talking to him for at least a couple weeks as well. So we're all excited. We're gonna go ahead and introduce the next Key Unit panel member. He's the silent one. Y'all know him, Mr. Punch. I feel like he shaved his head, especially for today. He wanted to be nice and shiny.
Aloha, everybody. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked and very hyped for this interview. So, yeah, it's been a while.
Yes, sir. Now, of course, the man of the hour, Sebastian Jones. He is the creator of a big hit character, Niobe. Her first appearance is here in The Untamed, A Sinner's Prayer. This is her first solo series here. Let's welcome Sebastian Jones. What's going on, Sebastian?
Hey, guys. Thanks very much for having me. I'm excited to be here. I appreciate it. You know,
we're excited to have you. The crowd is slowly building up, which is nice. The more people, the better.
Awesome. What's up, folks? Should I have this thing on like minimize? Do you see like comments and shit? I'm so tech bad.
No, see, when we do this, I'll do something like right here, and then we can just go over here, and then you'll be a little bit bigger. We're still here, and we can all communicate at the same time.
I don't look at myself all big. No, it's frightening.
No. See, that's why we'll stay like this for right now. But yeah, I mean, I got some comics to show. Like I said, I got a box to open. Actually, if we want to start off with that, y'all want to start off with me opening the box so we can see what's in. I've been itching all day.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see if they got your order right. I'm fascinated.
Well, they got Grod's order right the other day. He was like. He ripped that thing open like it was like he was a kid in a candy shop. He was like, "Let's go." But yeah, I feel like everything is good. I mean, I have another order. I was hoping both of them came in because some of these are actually really hard to find books.
Yeah.
And I was able to get onto your website, and I found a little code that was given to me by somebody else.
Nice.
They gave me access to a certain reserve.
The Stranger Reserve.
Hard books.
I got a few on the table over here we don't even have on the site.
Oh yeah. The one that I really like is this one. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up real quick for everybody to see. It's in the banner we made that we've been using to promote the Niobe She Is Life one, that waterfall one. That is a hard one to find.
It is. I have one, and it was given to me by a fan.
Oh wow! Yeah. See, I actually had heard something like that because I know other people follow you. A lot of people we know actually follow you.
Oh,
and
cool.
Someone was saying that at one point you had mentioned that that you did not have that one. And you were trying to get it because it was hard.
Yeah.
It's like only 100 made, right?
You know, I think it was 100 made, but then when it was getting shipped out, there was water damage in the process of shipping. So I think then there was only 75.
Hey, isn't that ironic? Water damage on the book that is a waterfall.
Some holy spiritual shit going on.
All right, so this is gonna be awesome. All right, so I got myself another copy of Untamed #1, but it is signed.
Oh, that's my signature right there. Yeah.
That is your signature. So that's awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate the support on that.
Untamed #2.
an untamed number 2. Now let me ask you: was it meant to be signed, or did my guy pull a sign?
I don't remember. There was an option for signed and unsigned, and I can't remember which one I selected.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure, like
it didn't matter to me either way. I didn't even notice it until after I picked it. So I was like, all right, cool. And this is the 1 in 10, which I know is very hard to find.
Yeah.
And I was super excited to be able to get one of these.
Yeah.
This book is hard to find, so I'm definitely going to be sending all of these in to get graded. And there's one thing that I really like that a lot of people, I don't think, notice. I'm going to go ahead and show it real quick. Let me make myself big. I don't know why I kept myself
big, bro. That's me.
And I don't know if this was one of your ideas when you did this, but I really thought it was cool. I'm just going to take this out. I don't know how well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You guys noticed they used recycled paper and material to make every one of these books.
Wow.
And I thought that was really cool. Like it says the recycled printing of this Untamed has saved 3,114 pounds of wood, 3,937.8 gallons of water, 7.8 million BTUs energy, 948.6 pounds of emissions, 505.8 pounds of solid waste was used to make these. So I thought that was pretty cool, actually.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We it's crazy when you do recycled shit. You have to pay a lot more. So we paid.
I actually do know that. That is
now,
kind of cool.
The fun thing with that cover, if you see that cover, you just got the Untamed. Now you see the guy with the 2 swords down there at the bottom of that.
Yes.
And you see what's holding him up, right?
No, it's kind of a hand.
The hand of the devil.
Okay.
So that's the Untamed hand of the devil coming down in red.
See, that wasn't a question I had, but now I know that. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, hopefully this one comes back at 9.8. Because this one's only a 9.6. Fingers crossed, exactly. Fingers crossed.
That was 2009 printing. I thank God, these are still in kind of good condition to get those high grades.
Yeah.
First printing you got right there. Niobe's first appearance.
Hey, yo, Sebastian.
Yes, sir.
Man, save me a bundle.
Hey, just a real quick, guys. If you guys are looking to go to his website for the store, Rag718, who is a member of the Key Unit, is actually dropping the links for his the Stranger Comics website, his IG, both. I believe he's dropping it for Stranger Comics IG and your personal IG. So make sure you guys are following because you never know what kind of deals he might be putting up on there. And they're also dropping a link to something else, but we'll announce that later because we want to kind of work that in. So we did work on a routine because we don't want to step on each other's toes while we're asking questions. And since he is the man of the hour, like he did help us get this interview. Grod, you're up first, man.
Oh yeah, Sebastian, man, it's always a pleasure talking to you.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Man, I was wanting some books from Sebastian. Sebastian was like, "Email me your number."
Oh yeah, we keep it friendly,
Yeah. I was like,
but keep it personal, keep it friendly with the good folks. There's some not so good folks, and there are some good folks. So, you know what I mean? It's interesting because one of my execs, she's like, "You can't be too accessible," and I'm like, "Yeah, but that's kind of how I, I'm used to going to conventions and just being very, trying to be as personable and accessible as possible for folks that are just good people,
Yeah.
Man, Sebastian called me. I'm like, man, nah, this ain't the creator. Maybe. I pick up the phone. It's him. Man, I geeked out a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I geeked out a little bit.
I can attest to this. We were actually live when this happened.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes, we were live. He turned off his camera. He pulled one of these, and he muted himself. And then we were all like, "Where did Grod go?"
I was like this
for like an hour and a half. He's all like, And then he told us who he was talking to, and we were all like shocked.
Yeah.
We didn't believe him at first.
Okay, Sebastian, man. This is the first question, man.
Hit me.
Okay, what is your inspiration for the Untamed series?
That's a great question. Okay, so the Untamed, there's multiple inspirations and influences, but I would say inspirations. All right, these are some real shit right here. So I'm rocking my newborn to sleep,
Mhm.
and I was exhausted, and I was having a really rough time, like a really really rough time, and I'd done some wrong, and I was overtired, and I started to see these patterns of like demons on the wall coming through coming through the curtains. Probably my overtiredness, right?
Mhm.
And as he was falling asleep, I wrote down, "I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I've done all these things wrong. Day one, I come to town. Day two, I do this. Day three, I'll make a deal with the devil. Blah 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 blah, and all these various things." So it was a really big cathartic release to kind of vent my own guilt and sin, I think, into how could I get redemption? How could I be a better man or a better father?
Right.
So I poured all this stuff down, and it literally poured out in 10 minutes. And I took a step back, and I was like, "Whoa, it's a good fucking story right here too,"
Yeah.
And also because I'm a huge Kurosawa fan and Sergio Leone fan, the spaghetti westerns and the old samurai movies,
Yeah.
Jimbo. That was such a movement for me as a kid, and that inspired so much of my storytelling, whether I was playing Dungeons and Dragons or whatever.
Yeah.
This kind of this drifter, this lone drifter coming to town doing X, Y, and Z, and then because the backdrop was set in a world that spent at the time 20, now 30 years creating, it was a distilled, myopic kind of story, really claustrophobic and really kind of draw you into a single story. As opposed to a lot of fantasy, which is like, all right, we're off to go and do this big grand adventure. My whole feeling was, how can I reflect something that resonates in all of us on a spiritual and soulful level? Like, if I had a chance to be a better father or a better man, could I? Vengeance to redemption to salvation, all these various themes that, when you hit a certain point in life and you've done some wrong or whatever, you always want to be a better dad, you always want to be a better brother, a better son, all that kind of stuff, right?
Mhm.
So there was that. And then also, I'm a big music head, so the name, The Untamed, A Sinner's Prayer, was named after a Ray Charles blues tune called A Sinner's Prayer.
Oh, okay.
And because I'm old school hip hop, I'm old school roots jazz, old soul. I'm a savage for music. So I also wanted to have this kind of musical theme and have kind of like a cadence and a rhythm and a poetry to 7 Days, 7 Souls. The rhythm and the cadence to the story and how it's told, and have consequences too, like major consequences. So yeah, I've lived a really kind of full life, and so I think when you read fantasy and also representation, obviously, like, I mean, yeah, let me just also say very like organically and authentically, that just is for me. It's not like, this hashtag's trending right now, let me jump in on this shit. I don't buy that shit at all. I like awareness being spread, and my attorney calling, but I will tell him I'll call him back. So I believe that those types of things are very, very important. Awareness is important, but for me, this was a grounded part of me in my life. So yeah.
Oh wow.
Kind of looking at the way you said the music, when you read it, I think now if I read it again and I kind of like feel like a rhythm to it,
Yeah.
it'll read better and clearer, because I know, like I said, I read it, like I reading, I enjoyed it, but I still have a lot of questions. There was a little confusion.
Yeah.
This is actually going to answer. This is going to be my next question, which might help answer a little. The Untamed.
Yeah.
This here says it's the first appearance of Niobe, and that's
Yes.
the only first appearance.
Yeah.
Now I know there's a bunch of other characters that they probably didn't mind bringing in because they're just characters that are there for a second. But my question is there a series before this that introduces the stranger before we see him in this story?
No, that's the first appearance of the Stranger too. That's the very first comic we ever put out.
Okay, see that I feel like there's when I read it, you get backstory, but I feel like some of it could have been like, I didn't know if maybe there was more to it or something that we could have read somewhere else, and I don't know. Like I said, that was because I did read it all. I read it in a short amount of time.
Right.
I'm gonna read it again because now you said you had that music, and I kind of see it, like just thinking about how I read it. I kind of see how you have that rhythm. It's kind of like now some songs that are storytelling.
Yeah.
You know, like old classic rock songs where they're like telling a story. Like, let's say Bohemian Rhapsody. A lot of people don't look at it, but it tells a story, and each part of the story is a different part, and you don't notice it until you read it.
For sure. Like, yeah, if you really listen to like Zeppelin lyrics.
Or Zeppelin, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, hardcore. Yeah, it's so funny, bro. Like, that's the first comic I ever wrote, and so it was like, if I ever had criticism, which of course I do, is you have to really, it sounds so fucking obnoxious, but you have to really take your time with it, because it's the counterpoint to a lot of comics which are like, kaplow, here it is, we're letting you know everything right out the gate, which is also kind of now the narrative for a lot of TV shows. If you've noticed, plot points where they basically go, all right, here's all the plot up here, so you kind of know what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm settled. Now I'm into the story. Whereas if you look at all the kind of TV shows, especially from the 70s, you had to work at it. You had to have patience, right? You have to go, okay, I might not know everything, but I know something's happening. Are there things I can read between the lines that hopefully there'll be payoffs if I have the investment in? Because some of the criticisms I've had is like, I don't know really what was going on, and I didn't know what was going on, so I didn't care to read past that. Whereas other people, like, a buddy of mine became a friend and then an investor. He's like, when I read the Untamed, at least the whole collection, I knew I couldn't have my phone on, I couldn't have apps on, I couldn't have the TV on, I couldn't be at the airport or an airplane. I just had to be, okay, I know I'm just going to miss a bunch of shit unless I just read it like a novel, I guess.
And I think that's why I was able to read it in such a short amount of time, because usually I read a story and then I go back, but I was reading it and I was like, all right, I want to know what's going on.
Right.
And it definitely makes you have to read the next issue and then read the next issue and then read the next issue. Like, I felt like if I had read this and then waited a month for the next one to come out, I would have been like, no. So that's one of the parts I really liked. But I wanted to know if there was more to it, because I didn't know this was actually your first comic book myself, which is actually cool to learn. Because it's a great story, and I really liked it. I really enjoyed all the sinners, pretty much the Untamed and dang.
The Niobe one?
Yes. No, not well. Yes, the Niobe, of course, but the next one, the
sequel. So did you have all 7 issues in the you have all the collected 7, or have you just?
I do not personally have them. I'm gonna slowly start ordering them. I've already ordered some of them, but I read it all digitally.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Culture, culture. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Untamed of Sinner's Prayer. That,
which I hate doing, by the way. I hate.
yeah, same. So I think, yeah, for the Untamed of Sinner's Prayer, there is a lot of Easter eggs planted for you to find.
Okay.
You know,
Well, I need it.
now, if you like, when you watch those old spaghetti western movies or those Kurosawa movies, right? You just literally have to put yourself in, like, you go, all right, this dude's coming to town. Okay. And you just almost have to roll with it and then let the onion get peeled back. Like, who is he? I need to know more and more. Oh, wait, he's at a grave. Who are these people? Oh, is that his family? Is that why he's here? So, I want you to ask the questions, and hopefully, the answers are there for you. My editor's always screaming at me. He's like, dude, stop doing so much guesswork. Like, people have to, like, not do too much guesswork. So when we did the Niobe series afterwards, and obviously that was skewed for a younger audience, and we, had a writing partner on it, we did a lot less guesswork. It was a lot, hopefully, easier to be like, okay, this, and this.
Oh yeah.
But the Untamed, it's also like picking scabs off a wound for me. So it's a really, really deeply personal journey and a lot of introspection. And I wanted to also play with he doesn't say a lot of shit. He doesn't talk much, the stranger, but where you feel his vulnerability is in the captions, in his inner monologue and that kind of thing.
All right, real quick, Rack 78, like I said, he's the one dropping the links. He's also he was going to join us, but he's very shy. A lot of people don't know that. Like, a lot of our viewers probably don't know that, but he said he's shy. I gotta call you out, Rags. I have to. But he said Buxton Stonebeard, first appearance on Untamed, number 2.
That's
Buxton's
right.
hair and great beard as white as snow, and his eyes are legend. For it is said they hold the color of winter's wrath. So a nice little quote from the story.
Thank you. Yeah, man. It's funny. Yeah, Buxton from the Erathune series. His first appearance is in the Untamed issue 2. And for the super crazy hardcore heads out there, one fan he messaged me a few days ago. He's like, "Yo, is Scarlock in the Untamed in issue 3, sitting at the bar?" And I was like, "Yes." Cameo appearance. He's just kicking it, like, a little, like, So yeah, for the hardcore fans that have Erathune, which Scarlock is also in, he has a cameo appearance in one panel in the Untamed issue 3.
Nice.
Isessa, Niobe's nemesis, is in the last page of issue 7. Now, a fun fact for you guys is we released issues 1 and 2. Well, we printed them in 2009, and we were about to release them through Diamond in all the stores. And then something happened. NDA, I can't talk about it. So we didn't release it in stores. And we went just back into the lab and we developed. And we built out and continued to build out the universe. So in 2015, we came out with Niobe's Life, the first issue, and the full collection of the Untamed. And then fans were like, yo, I want the single issues. So I printed issue 3 through 7, only 100 copies. And I have hardly any left here, and they go for a mint. Oh, yeah, now. So anyway, I know I was rambling, tangent. Sorry.
No, that's cool information. It's stuff us as fans, none of us know these stories. So it's a perfect opportunity so we learn, because not all of us get to meet you at conventions and stuff like that, especially now with everything going on. But I think Hawaiian Punch has got the next question for you.
Yeah, it's like a lot of people see you at cons, and I received this issue of the Untamed. I'm like, what is this? It's like, here, read it. I'm like, okay. So I was kind of shocked because not a lot of people do that and give it away from cons and stuff. So when I read about it, I was really interested in the fantasy world of Asunda. I was okay, she's like an elf and everything, like sword and sorcery and so. But I was like, I wanted more like sword and sorcery.
Yeah.
So
she's a silver elf.
Where in this world of Asunda you see going forward?
That's a great question. I mean, it's very interesting. It was very, after being inspired by, my home life and the other inspirations and whatnot, wanting more sword and sorcery was a very calculated thought to say, if I can draw you in with the story and you can fall in love with these characters on a personal level, like a deeply rooted personal level, then you're suddenly gonna realize you're immersed in the world and you don't necessarily realize it. If I hit you over the head with the dragons and the gods and the wizards with fireballs and D&D shit like right off the bat, I think a lot of times that's what a lot of folks focus on now. And the trouble with that is, I think we as people now are desensitized collectively, right? We've gone, I mean, how many explosions, Avengers and the DC universe and the Game of Thrones, but you're so desensitized that it's very difficult to shock people, to go like, well, check out this monster you've never seen.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I can distill it to one town, and you can go, well, I need to know more. It could be a Western town. It could have been a sci-fi universe. It just happens to be in the sword and sorcery world. So we go from the Untamed, and then with Niobe, I start to give you more and more tasters of other kind of more fantastical things. Issessa is a vampire. She's back from the dead. You go, why is she back from the dead? Oh, she's back from the dead, and she wants to actually regain her humanity. But the only way she can is by delivering Niobe to the devil. And why did she become a vampire? She became a vampire because she fell in love with an immortal, and so she made her own deal with the devil so she could stay with him forever. So you start to learn more and more so you've got these very kind of beautiful kind of stories and themes, and then by the time you get to our 6th book, which is Erathun, which your friend put up, the Buxton thing, but Buxton first appearance, Erathun is big fantasy. That's a straight up war between dwarves and orcs and ogres and goblins, right? And then we do Issessa's issue, and we go all the way back to 2,000 years ago, and you see more battles, and then you're like, oh, is that a hint of a dragon? So, like, it's funny because in mapping out the world, you don't realize, like, these things take a really long time to make. Like, here I am, 47. You're like, oh, I've got six collected books. By the time I'm 60, hopefully there'll be 7. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I think that's a perfect way. Like what you're saying. Like, I mean, look at Lord of the Rings.
right.
He didn't build that in one book, and you got to remember, Sebastian, you're doing this in a comic that has same amount of words that most books have in one paragraph of a chapter almost sometimes. So yeah, I see what you're saying. You want to build it up. You don't want to give it all away right away, because I agree with you. A lot of TV shows do that nowadays. And then you kind of get bored of it, and you just kind of want to know the next episode. So because you just want to see, like, in most TV shows now, if they said here's episode 1 and here's the last episode, you could not care about what happened in the middle. You just want to know what happened at the beginning, at the end.
Right.
And I think that's a good, like what you're saying. You don't want to give it all away in one story. So I agree with that.
Yeah, and I want people to be I wanted people to be a little irritated. I played D&D. I'm a fantasy head. I used to do live action role playing. I built the world LARPing from the age of 12 till I stopped maybe 10 years ago because it just blew my knee out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm a hardcore nerd, so I'm excited to share with you. Like, okay, the Stranger's Sword, the runes, they're translatable. I've got a LARP sword over there made by the best LARP sword makers in the world. So the big, rich, big world fantasy shit, Hawaiian Punch is definitely there for you. And you just, the more you read, the more you'll enter a bigger and bigger world.
All right, Godfather, you got your next question ready?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go out of line because I really want to ask this question.
Go for it. I want to hear it.
What are the hordes of hell?
The hordes of hell. Okay.
Are the hordes of hell the ogres?
Okay. So the hordes of hell, generally, the concept is there are creatures called the Vorticasts. And the Vorticast, Vort is child, and cast is shortened for Arucast, and Arucast is the untamed and the devil.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so the Vorticasts are the children of the devil. The first child of the devil, man, he's on he's the villain in the Assessor comic, and he's on a variant by Kanan White of Niobe Death issue 3. That's Vastar. Vastar is actually Dura's brother. This lady right here, if you can see her. So anyway, I'm bouncing all over the place, but the reality is this. Look, so here's Dura. You see her?
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Right.
hold on. Let me stop this. I was actually about to show. I was gonna go to your website to see if I can get any of those covers you're talking about up.
So this is Dura right here. Oops. She's basically regarded as the midwife to the world. Now her and her brother Vastar, they essentially sculpted the world in the beginning, very Adam and Eve, Cain and Abel type stuff, right?
Gotcha.
And Vastar was turned, was jealous of his sister, and was turned and became the first undead. And the hordes of hell, basically, so in my undead kind of mythos, if you're a Vorticast, you are a sentient being and you're in control of your undead type. So Assessor is a vampire. She's in control of all the lesser vampires. There might be another undead type who is, got the powers and the abilities of a mummy, and couldn't have mummy type abilities and could control all that. So the hordes of hell are really everything demonic, unholy, ungodly, from the Nadheim, the Nadharu, which is our world's hell, where Arucast the Untamed is turning souls.
Oh,
okay. So the way I looked at it, because we were like, of course, we asked each other all these questions ahead of time, and I was like, my point of view, I thought the hordes of hell was all the people that have been trying to chase down and bring Niobe. I thought maybe it was her father who wants her. At one point I believed that he was the devil.
You might be onto something.
But yeah, because I know there's more. Y'all don't know there's more Niobe coming soon, so make sure y'all are ready for that. So yeah, I had my own things, and you kind of answered it, and I feel like I'm still kind of right, and at the same time, there's still a lot to learn. So I have to see. My next question actually is, when you first introduced Niobe in the first few issues of Untamed, you almost don't feel like, you kind of feel like she's going to be a character of the story. Now, was your plan the entire time to build this story around Niobe and keep building her up and creating her own series when you first started writing? Like because I know you say you could just kind of start writing it, but when you really started getting into it, was the plan to build Niobe, or was that just happening because you saw the popularity and you saw how the crowd and the fans reacted to her as a character?
Yeah, no, it was always the plan. It was always the plan. I knew at the time, there's a couple of things that I enjoyed the poetic narrative of, you're feeling like you're following this man's path of redemption, and you are, but what you don't realize is the one thing that's going to save the star of the book, which is the stranger, is essentially going to be not only the savior for him, but also the whole world. If she's alive. And I really enjoyed that poetic narrative. And then if he kills her, at what cost to him and the world? And can he save his family? The ultimate real question for the Untamed storyline is, would you damn your family to save the world? Because if he kills Niobe, he can save his family, right? Would
Yep.
so those are the, these kind of moral questions. It's always like I, want to throw, like these kind of like moral humdingers at you. And so, yeah, before I go tangent crazy, yes, Niobe was always going to be the face of our entire franchise. But I wanted this is back in like, just even formulating the idea. I'm talking about 2000s before, and like these thoughts have been with me for many, many years before it was actualized. And then because I'm an old school kind of, what I enjoy in storytelling when I'm creating is slow burn and slow reveals and getting, like, oh, whoa, and I think I'm going here, but oh my goodness, I'm now going over here, and whoa, I really like that character Niobe. Who is she? There's some mystery there. I want to know more. I want to know more. Well, you get to know more, and here she is, and she's the bad Mama Jamma, and she's the Spider-Man face of our franchise, and now we get to explore the rest of the world with her, but also we're going to continue this lone wolf and cub opportunity with a stranger at Niobe. Is he's in search of his family, she's in search of her identity and destiny. And the beauty, the irony is he's teaching her how to kill to stay alive. So he's imparting this wisdom, of his knowledge of how to kill, which could be bringing her closer and closer to the dark side, because, right?
Yeah, look at Anakin.
Right, exactly. Humanity. And the humanity that actually he will truly need if he's ever going to be able to be reunited with his family. So they intersect on their journey. And the other irony is he might be teaching her how to kill him in case at any point he needs to end her life. So that's the pressure cooker situation with the Untamed. It's very, very layered. That's that long play storyline with the Untamed. And Niobe's storyline takes place in a different part in her life.
Nice. All right, before we get to Why and Punch's next question, I see a few questions. I'm going to let the chat know we will be opening up questions here shortly for you guys if you have any. But before we get there, I want to show this real quick. I'm going to share this screen. Get it up. This is the actual website, Stranger Comics. If you guys are looking to purchase, I don't know, like me, I don't really like reading digital, so I try to get the comics. And here's one way. If you can't find them at your local comic book shop or something, here's a good way to get it. Let me go ahead and switch over to this page. You're going to go to strangercomics.com. One of the other guys should be dropping the link in the chat, guys. And then you're going to click on shop, and there's all kinds of different stories. Now, the Untamed is the beginning. It is harder to find the #1 and the first volume, but he does have a bunch of the second volume. There is a paperback, so you can read the whole thing in one.
We also have the hardcover too.
Nice.
Yeah, the hardcover. If you pop back, the hardcover, we've got two options. One is scroll up a little bit.
Yep.
Right there on the top. Yep. Yep, you got that. And now that's an oversized coffee table hardcover book. So
nice.
It's a really beautiful take. It's like a Taschen style. We really put a lot of effort and love into making sure our hardcovers look beautiful and sit on the coffee table.
I think my next purchase is this right here, by the way.
The skate decks are pretty ill, yeah.
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 I haven't skateboarded in a long time, but there's a bunch of the cool Untamed. And guys, this story, as y'all pretty much could tell from him explaining it, it opens up to other stories. So the Sunda is a whole world. And of course you want to get the Niobe. The first volume is She Is Life. The second volume is She Is Death. So make sure you guys read The Untamed, A Sinner's Prayer, first volume, and then the Niobe She Is Life is the first volume before you start reading all the other stuff. Oh, hold on. We don't want to go to that yet.
Hey, look, we just made another sale. That's cool.
So, yeah, make sure you guys check it out, strangercomics.com. There's a bunch of cool stuff. You got that awesome two awesome hip hop variants. I know a lot of people love the hip hop variants.
We actually have a third too, bro. We have if you scroll down, it should be on the table lurking around. I think I sold it. It's been a mad situation. We have a Biggie variant, so that you see the tribe variants.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Yep, you have the tribe call. Yeah, I believe it's on the second page.
We got
Nope,
the Zelda
on the third
variant.
page. It's on the third page. It's on the third page. That's one of the books I'm waiting for right now.
Oh, you are? Okay, cool.
Fourth page, maybe.
Well, this is great. We get to see them. Look at that. They're very pretty.
Yeah, these covers are amazing. You have great artists like Jay Lee.
Thank you.
Jay Lee's variants are really awesome. Those are the ones that Grod got for sure. Dang, I know it's in one of these.
I think it. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. So here's the Biggie one.
So we got the Biggie there. Now the crazy thing is that little girl is the daughter of the lady cosplaying on the Tribe Called Quest covers.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. So we have a family affair of cosplayers,
Very
and
nice.
that we actually have a blue version, a New York Comic Con version, which is numbered, and that's in the Stranger.
That's actually the one I'm waiting for.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Like I said, I did get to do a couple of those. Hey, thank you, Mike Rogers. Really appreciate it. But yeah, guys, go check it out. Get some awesome books. And make sure you're watching them on Instagram because they do some great deals on there. So that's how Grod got the hook up on those books earlier.
And we put bundle deals there too. And if you scroll through,
Yes.
Yeah, and if ever you guys want, just always you can DM me on Instagram. I'll hook you up. But
hold on, let me.
No worries.
That's how I got that deal that I showed earlier was a bundle deal. So yeah, look at this.
So yeah, we've got original sketches. You can get stuff sketched. There's your Niobe She's Death hardcover graphic novel. You can get the hardcover of Niobe. We do bundle deals for all the hardcovers. Those are the sexy editions. If you see with a dust jacket, they're kind of on widescreen up there.
These right here?
Yeah, so if you click on that, that's the current Niobe She Is Death hardcover. That's the dust jacket.
Oh, that's the jacket on the outside. Nice.
Exactly. And now the difference with the Kickstarter limited edition versions are the actual title is in foil.
Nice.
So like red foil for the Untamed.
So this right here would be in red foil.
Exactly.
Okay.
And those ones are limited editions too.
Yeah, there's another one. And this is I think this is one of the hardcovers you got here.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually based off the New York Comic Con for
Niobe
for the Untamed.
You got it. Yep.
And I actually got a couple of sets of this coming as well.
Awesome. Oh man, thank you.
Trade, yeah. I like.
And if you want the sneaky secret too, I'm going to tell you guys the first appearance you want to get right now. If you just to give you guys a bit of a heads up, collectors, you want to get Dusu issue number 1.
I was just about to ask you about that.
Yeah, it's actually one of our questions.
Okay, cool.
The path of the
ancient. One of our questions.
So,
but we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put this aside because we are going to talk about that as well. But Punch, you got the next question, my friend.
Yeah, my question is, we've heard talk about a TV series.
Yeah.
So where's that going forward with that?
So we made a deal with HBO about a year and a half, I think now. My brain is mush, but yeah, I think about a year and a half, and it was basically what they call a development deal, where they option in my instance, they option the whole world of Asunder, and it goes into development, which means a lot of writing, a lot of developing, to hopefully then get it to the next stage, which would be pre-production and so on. So all I'm allowed to say is we're still in development.
Okay.
It's an incredibly slow process with a lot of.
Now you're doing a lot of the writing for this, correct?
I have been. you know, and we'll.
You probably have other people who help you out and do stuff.
Well, I wrote. I've been writing with. Are you guys familiar with the show Insecure? They show on HBO with Issa Rae.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy that runs that show, the showrunner, is a guy called Prentice Penny.
Yeah.
So he is my writing partner, and yeah, he's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So you know, in development, it's just you know, there's always a lot of twists and turns. So you know, I just have positive outlook and fingers crossed. But yeah, that's basically all I'm allowed to say.
All right, Grod, you're next.
Okay. Dusel.
Yeah.
Path of the Ancients. How does his story tie in with Niobe?
It's a great question. All right. So the Untamed Still a Fool, that's the third in the Untamed series, right? We're right now we work on the second issue. Issue 1, they go to Ugoma, which is where Niobe's crew are from, where Dusu's from. So if you remember a dude in Dusu's series called Wasso, you might learn, you want spoilers, that
I haven't read any Dusu yet. I can't
You
say.
haven't?
Me neither. Me neither.
Oh,
So don't do any sports. That was the one
spoil.
he just mentioned. I'm gonna get into that one series next
okay.
because I realized like all those books that we just showed. Let me go back to this again.
Everything's intertwined. Everything.
I hit the wrong
Okay.
button. So everything is intertwined. No, that's weird. It usually brings up the whole page. We're gonna go back all the way.
If you want, bro, just hit the storefront. You see there you go. Cool.
So all of this is intertwined. Untamed, Niobe, Dusu, Earthune, Essa, and then there's other Asunda, I guess here. I'm not.
Yep.
So all
That's
this
just basically
now.
Yes, everything.
To make it easier for us and who's watching, if you've read The Untamed and Niobe, what should we read next? Or is there something we should be reading before we read like Niobe?
No, you know what? I'm so glad I'm doing this. I'm going to make a note because my chap was meant to put down a reading order button on the side of the page there. So I'm just going to make a note and I'm going to call him after our chat. So basically what I recommend is you read The Untamed, then you read Niobe, then you read Dusu, then you read Erythune, then you read Assessor.
Okay.
Now, what I'll do for you guys, send me a message. And on my Instagram page, in the stories, I think at the top, those little circle things, there's a thing that says reading order or comic order, and they'll give the suggested reading order.
Okay.
And I really recommend if you guys want a good read of it, the best recommendation are the hardcovers.
Yeah, definitely. So you can read it all at once. Like I said, if you guys read one story at a time, you might find yourself having to go back to read it so you understand what's coming up. I read it and I'm gonna read it again probably 2 or 3 times because 1, he just said there's Easter eggs earlier. 2, I feel like I missed stuff because I was reading it. 1, I was extremely tired when I read it. I'm not gonna lie, but I was reading it and I was reading it and I felt like I was missing stuff here and there as I was getting forward because I was like, maybe did they explain this part or did he say something like this? And I actually went back and it was like it wasn't I missed it. I was just you got to read it. You know, you got to actually pay attention to detail or you'll miss stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty opaque. The storytelling in the first Untamed book is pretty opaque. You know, Dusu is a bit more on the nose.
Yeah.
Niobe is too, Nabucodonosor Death is too. But even still, it's just, you know, as my editor's always yelling at me, it's like, you got to spell shit out more. You know?
No, I don't agree with that because sometimes that's the best part is when you don't spell it out because, you know, if we read it 2 or 3 times, that, you know, that we catch stuff because a lot of people don't look at comics and go, oh, there's Easter eggs in these comics.
Do you want to?
People miss stuff is because they're not there's Easter eggs in everything. Everything.
There's an Easter egg on the front cover of the Untamed issue 1.
Yeah, you told it to me, right? That was the Easter egg.
No, there's another one on there.
Oh, so what you had said before we started is
That's an Easter egg too, the hand of the devil. But,
okay. So yes, guys, I wasn't going to say anything. It was what y'all figure out. But this is the hand of the devil that is gripping onto the stranger.
And there's another Easter egg on the cover that no one gets.
Is that the pendant, Ollie?
Yeah, it's on the pendant. It's actually on the coin.
Harith?
That's the stranger's name right there.
Oh.
See, we don't give you his name until the very, very end, and it's like, oh shit, it was on the cover all along.
Yeah. All right. So
I sound like an obnoxious dickhead, like look at me, aren't I clever? You know.
No, not at all. Not at all. There's a few more things I wanted to go over. We're not going to get into all of our questions because I know we're allotted a certain amount of time, and I still want to allow the people in the chat to ask any questions if they have any. But before we get to them asking questions, I think all three of us wanted to know what is coming up and what do you got coming up? Like, I know there's a new Niobe. When can we expect that? And what is the most recent thing coming out? I kind of already know, and I read just a little bit of it in your Kickstarter, and I'm excited for that because that looks hilarious. So, what can we expect from that?
From the Kickstarter for Ruining Christmas?
Yeah, for that, and then from when can we expect the next Niobe to start?
Okay, next Niobe real quick, and then I'll jump to Ruining. Niobe will drop. I think we'll drop a Kickstarter for her in March, April latest, but March. That is going to be also illustrated by Sheldon Mitchell, who does She Is Death and Erethoon, because he's just a Jamaican badass. He's amazing, and that is going to be a story of Niobe and Dura. Okay, Dusu is called Dusu, Path of the Ancient. This is going to be Niobe and Dura, Wrath of the Ancient.
Okay.
And imagine if Yoda was on the run with Luke, but Luke was about 8 years old, and Yoda had to impart as much wisdom and info as he could while they were on the run in a short space of time, while Yoda's not doing so hot. Nice. And the threats are kind of coming in from all angles. And on top of that, does Yoda trust, knowing Luke might go to the dark side or the light, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does Yoda trust Luke with it? With all this power and all this information. So there's still a threat for Niobe even from Dura. So all this stuff. So that's going to be in March. Nice. Actually, I'm going over one of the covers for it today. I've got like a couple of cups. Yeah, it's fire.
Do you want to show that before we go to the Kickstarter?
I have it on my laptop.
If you want to share it, do you know how to share on here?
I haven't a freaking clue, mate.
Okay. So down below there is a bar. Let me hit this. It says share screen.
Oh yeah, look at that.
When you do that, it'll be like application window or Chrome tab.
Oh, yeah, I'll just hit share screen and see what happens. You'll see how
share screen. Go to application window and look for where you are. If you already have it pulled up, but it's in the back, you can find it and click it under the application window. And once you click it, it'll pop up for me, and I just gotta add it.
All right, so I just hit and I'll click share audio, application window. All right, you're gonna see how busy my desktop is. It's very embarrassing, but go for it.
Okay.
Something wild just happened.
Yeah. When you do the application window, you want to share the one that actually has the picture on it.
I thought I did that. What just happened? Let me just.
Or if you, I don't know if it's maybe no, it's not.
Let me hit stop sharing for a second, then I'll go back to it.
Yeah.
All right. Share screen. Share screen is easy with two monitors. Okay, share screen. And then your entire screen. And I'm just going to leave it on that and then see what happens. Your entire. Oh, there we go. Let me try that. Got it. Yeah, it's back. Yeah, I did the shared screen for my entire window, and it's doing something really funky and strange.
Yeah, you don't want to share this. Well, You can share the entire window, but you're gonna have to go to the actual thing. So you'll have to leave us, click on that, and then show it. But what you would want to do is,
all right. So walk me through this. I'm hitting sharing screen again.
hit share screen, and then at the top there's 3 bars.
Yep.
Application window.
Yep.
Now, if you look, do you already have the picture pulled up on your screen, like in a tab behind you or something? Or do you have to go on? Do you have to go to a website?
All it is it says StreamYard Google Chrome, and there's a screen of us and what I'm already seeing. And
all
then
right, so if you want to pull it up,
yep,
you would have to. If you're trying to pull up a website, go back to that same thing.
No, I'm trying to pull up just the desktop.
Yeah, okay. So we go to your desktop, pull up the picture, like already have it pulled up.
Okay.
Then and then do the share screen, and then it should be in the application window, just the picture.
It's not.
No,
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. I'm not sure. Do you?
I was excited.
If you could send it to my Instagram, I could share it from there. Or which is the J Blitz one that you messaged, or you can send it via email. Either way.
Okay. This is only for this though, because this is like I don't.
Yeah, I won't. I'll instantly delete it for you or whatever.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to email this to you right now.
You can watch me delete it because I don't want to.
Trust me here, bro.
It'll be the same one. I sent you a link from my Jake GSTR at Comcast.net. Yeah, you're going punch.
This is the. I've got the Jalecia07 at Gmail. Can I send it to that?
That is Godfather's, right?
Yeah, that's my wife.
You know how to share it, right, Grod? This is why I'm the host. I know all.
Yeah, no, you're all good. What is your email address, bro? I'll just put it in.
JAKE GSTR
GSTR
at Comcast.net.
Okay, so at Comcast.net. Jake GSTR at Comcast.net. Yeah.
Correct.
All right, rock and roll. I'll send you one of the covers. No one has seen this shit, so you guys are gonna get.
We're getting first sneak peek, y'all.
First sneak peek, yeah, crazy.
I'm excited.
And this is going to be kind of referencing one of Niobe's dream moments for what's coming in the future for her.
One of her dream moments. Okay. Let's pull up the emails.
Hopefully you get it. Hopefully.
Yep, I just got it.
You did? Okay, cool.
Of course, it wants to.
Let you think about it for a bit.
Yeah, it's like, hey.
But yeah, for folks while you're waiting, like very, very simple. You know, you guys want to get the other thing I would say with the hardcovers, guys, is I write a lot of prose in the hardcovers. So if you want even more story content, the hardcovers have prologues and epilogues and all sorts of extra kind of stuff for you to sink your teeth into.
Like a director's cut, right?
Yeah, like a director's cut, exactly. But extra story, just a lot of extra story content.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, more texture, more flavor, and just more stories. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Why are you not wanting to download?
So
doesn't want to download either.
So
I got it going. It's just not one download on here. So I'll do the good old.
Mute my mic real quick. I'm going to get my wife in here so she can put $100 down on the Kickstarter.
Hey, that's super nice. Thank you. That's awesome. What? Oh, that's so sweet. That's really nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna be also getting something as well because I'm really excited. I just wanted to ask you which one you think I should get because I kind of want to do. I want to get the best package I can. I want that. I never understand. This will be the first Kickstarter that I'm getting into. I don't understand how it ever works.
Oh, I'll walk you through it. No, that's super exciting. Yeah.
It'll be my first too.
I want to say hi to your missus.
That's the godmother, by the way.
Hey! How you doing, darling? Thank you so much.
Good, thank you.
I appreciate that so much. That's so kind of you. I'm super excited for Ruining Christmas. We've been actually developing it quietly for over 10 years. So despite the irreverent craziness on the surface, there's a lot of deep story. It is irreverent and crazy, but there's a lot of depth to the story too. So I'm super appreciative. And all the first appearances. So thank you.
You got your phone and do 100 for the Kickstarter. Did I say?
All right, guys, you ready for this reveal?
And then Godfather, what I'll do is I'll recommend you which one for her to get because there's a couple of different ones. There's $100 levels. There we go. There it is.
That really nice. I'm just gonna say this now. That is sick. I really like that. Kind of fits her well because you really watch her develop from being this. Oh, I got to win you over with words and protect you with words to becoming this badass that really learns to protect herself and defend herself without, because not everything can be won with words.
Yeah.
So
that's a great
artist on this?
That's Sheldon. That's Sheldon Mitchell.
Wow.
Who does Niobe's Death and he did those beautiful ones where she's sitting on the throne too, with issues 3 and 4. He's developed into something quite special.
All right, guys. So take it in now. That is what we're looking for in the new Niobe. Make sure you're keeping an eye out for his Kickstarter, because that's how you're gonna be able to get this cover. And I know I'm gonna be in on this because this is a great book, and if you can get in on it early and because a lot of these awesome covers are very low print. It's kind of like that waterfall one. That waterfall one is so hard to find. And when you do find it, you're like, damn, I wish I had this kind of money at the moment because it is.
True.
All right, so now that we're on to this, we're gonna go ahead and get to the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Damn. This is I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the thing I've mostly been excited for.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Because I'm a huge comedy guy, and this is and I can feel like this is something that if you guys invested in this and get stuff, this is a book that definitely can turn into like adult cartoon or something. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the goal. That's definitely the goal.
We're gonna go ahead and play this video for y'all.
Merry Christmas, my sweet.
Oh, hold on. Can y'all hear it?
Question is,
Mm-hmm.
have you been naughty or have you been nice? The elves have taken a liking to you. My helpers at Stranger Comics are bringing you a tale that will rattle your tinsel and carve your soul with a peppermint shiv. So get your mittens on their lips. Ruining Christmas.
What's up, Strange Family? You are used to us bringing you comics on heroic elves and fantasy. So staying on brand, if not theme, we're really excited to share with you this new franchise, Ruining Christmas. Now, you might have seen us running around at a con back in the days. We've actually been in the lab with this for quite some time. Only this story is just a wee bit different. Daryl?
Delicious. Christmas is in the toilet. And our heroes, Gimbal and Kuznetskova Jr. have just had the taken out of them by little Joey McNuggets, the rottenest kid in all the land. Now that he's taken the hat, what will they do? Santa Claus has lost the source of all his Christmas magic, and they may have to recruit the great and legendary Red Rogue to restore peace and good cheer across the snowboat. I love being part of a franchise that's irreverent, wild, and weird. But underneath this first seemingly simple story is a message that sheds light on the untitled. This is going to hurt some folks. Indeed, this roller coaster ride will leave you gagging on mistletoe, milk, and cookies in all your squishy places. This is not for kids, and definitely not for Karens. But it's safe. COVID's safe. So don't wait for Santa. Look below and get the tea. This year, you get to stick what's in your story.
This is the first issue of a story that's meant to remind folks really about what the spirit of giving is all about. So, pledge below and spread some cheer. We appreciate you, we love you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Oh.
Yo.
To Mario Kart.
That was nice.
Thank you. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So the Ruining Christmas concept, guys, is really the story is about two idiot Christmas elves that get the shit beaten out of them by the rottenest kid in all the land, and they lose Santa's hat, the source of all Christmas magic. So they have to go on a buddy mission to go and get it back.
All right.
Nice.
So, if you guys aren't hooked just with the video, you guys can actually go to the Kickstarter and you can start reading like the first few pages of issue 1.
Oh yeah, those things at the top. We had some fun. We're doing them on social media. They're advent calendars. So every day we're releasing a new image
Nice.
on our social media. So that's a new add-on. So if you've never done a Kickstarter before, guys, what you do is that's the side you're looking at. Jay Blitz is basically what's called the campaign side, right?
Yeah.
So you look down there, you see, okay, it's got the covers, those types of things. Oh, I want that. I want the mistletoe mask. I want.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all down here.
Exactly.
Tier 1, you get both these covers, correct?
Those are the tier 1 covers. Then you've got the tier 2 covers. They're a bit more rare, like the NWA homage, the Outcast homage, Mario Kart homage, those kind of craziness. Then tier 3 is a little bit more rare. Now, what you do, you see on the right-hand side underneath my icon.
Yeah, where it says pledge.
Exactly. You pull down there, and then you pick the rewards you want.
Okay.
So the reward actually has the listing on what's in each reward.
Okay,
like,
so let's say I did. Okay, hold on. The rewards are down here.
Exactly. So keep scrolling
down. So if I pledge 15, so
it tells you what you get. Now, if you want the best, if you can swing it, the best reward for the most rare stuff is the $150 get stuffed. That's
the one I want right there.
That's the one you want. So what I'll do is I'll walk you through something. Now keep it around there. Don't keep that where that is. Now go back onto the right bar that you pull down on the story.
This right here?
No. To your right a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. Keep pulling that down. Now leave that one there where it's at, and then the other one comes. There you go. So now you're going to be getting all these covers here. You see that?
Yep.
That's going to give you everything except, because I've blown through some of my stretch goals, we've just unlocked new add-ons, including that one right there. You see that? Go back up. Just go back up a fraction. You see that Joey one right there, the fiery one? That's the most rare one we have, and we only have 50 copies of that. The only
one with the question mark?
No, the one right.
Joey.
Exactly.
Okay.
So there are some things you can only get with what's called an add-on. So what you do is, I'll walk you through this. So if you want to pledge for that reward, hit that button right there. So you do select that tier and it'll boom. There you go. So now you've selected that tier, I believe it should, or try clicking it again.
Oh yeah, it says it right there.
Okay, perfect. Now you can also see where it says add-ons next to where it says 0 backers. Click that.
Yeah, it's not letting me click that.
Okay, so then maybe go
How about
to
let me do this. Let me go up here. Back this
Mhm.
project, right? If I click on this, will that bring all that up on one page?
no. You want to stick with where you've got
Okay.
because it'll do the same thing. Now click continue for a second because this is a new thing where it says
Oh,
there you
there's
go.
a $300 pledge.
That's the retailer bundle. Like unless you want retailers with lots and lots of things, if you want like multiples of, but
Oh,
if you want the more rare select version, I recommend the 150 version, and then you want to pick some add-ons. So click continue and see what happens, because they might give the add-ons here, because this is a new feature.
yep, here it is.
So now you can add on all the extra rare stuff you want.
So I would want. Ooh,
No.
is it already in there?
That's already in there.
Okay.
The ones that you don't have in there,
Joey is right here.
that one right there for 60, and there's another one down below, which is the All Hell Demon Joey right there. That one right there. And then if you and I don't want to like oversell you, but if you want some of the extra rare shit too, scroll back up. And I believe, and I would have to just double check. I'll look on my phone while we're doing this too. Let me just see, because I just want to make sure you're getting everything.
Yeah, 'cause I want one of everything. Like this is.
Let me just double check. Running Christmas Kickstarter. Okay, because I'm going to be able to walk you through what you want to add on without wasting money. And then I'll just click rewards. And then we're going to go down to.
I want the J. Lee Virgin variant.
So okay, you're looking at stuff. Okay, so the only one that you don't have, bro, now you want to get the Snowcat Virgin as well. So let's see where that is.
No cap.
So that'll be probably a tier 4 or tier 3 or tier 4.
No cap right here.
So you've got the Snowcat, the regular. You already have that, and then you want to get the Snowcat Virgin. Keep going down. I believe you've got the inks in there. No, you also want to get the inks to the J-Lee inks too. Is there a Snowcat Virgin?
I didn't see it. I just saw the Snow Cat.
Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that for you in another way. It's really simple, and we'll just make a note. So scroll back down where you want to get the J-Lee inks.
Okay.
On the little Joey.
Oh, right here.
There you go.
All hail little Joey inks.
There you go. That way you can collect all your little Joey collections. You've got that. You've got that. Now, do you have? Keep scrolling down. Do you have the? Do we get this one already? Angel Elf Virgin and Trade Dress. That's
Nope.
the only way. Okay, so you want to grab that one. Boom. Okay. Then the only other thing what I would do, okay, is you've got that. Do you want a blank? Do you want Daryl to draw an original sketch for you on a blank cover?
Yeah.
Okay, so then what you want to do is you want to get the blank, go for original
sketch on blank.
There you go, for 60. Boom. Okay,
Right.
So then the only thing I would do is you want to hit now continue. And then what I'm going to do is when we get to continue, oh, no, there we go. Go back. Sorry, I'm so sorry. It should be, this is a new thing that they've done. Hopefully that's all saved. No, fuck. I fucked up.
That's all right. That's all right.
So, okay, we've got that one. We've got the sketch. There we go. We've got there you go. Add. And then I believe that was it. Did you get the yes? Perfect. Oh, good, well spotted. Yeah, and you've already got the regular one there. Perfect. So now go back down. You've got all that, unless you want to get like extra condoms and crazy stuff. or the t-shirts or anything like that.
No, I don't need any condoms.
Okay, perfect. So now what you want to do, bro, is in the bonus support down there, you see it says bonus support?
Yeah.
Because we forgot to put up there, right there in the $sign to your right.
Yep.
There you go. Stick in $30. That's the Snowcat Virgin, and I'm just going to make a note. We haven't put that in the add-ons.
Okay.
And I'm going to put Snow Virgin. All right. Now you want to hit. Now you can hit continue. and now you want to create an account. So you hit the create. There you go. Perfect. You can put all that kind of fun stuff in. Thank you, by the way, bro. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sebastian.
Yes,
I will be ordering my New York Comic Con trade dress and Virgin Friday.
Which one are you ordering?
I'm ordering a set Friday.
Oh, snap!
The sinner's prayer.
Wow, bro. We've got one set on the website right now. So
That's the one I ordered a couple of those sets as well.
I appreciate it, guys. So
well, it's gonna be gone by time.
No, if it does, bro, just
well, I'm gonna take this off screen because not everybody needs to see it.
Okay.
But guys, go check out the Kickstarter. Get your stuff today. You don't have to get all the stuff I got. I'm going crazy because I read all the little clips that they have in there. I watched that video. I'm a huge fan of comedy, so I'm specking hard on this.
I appreciate it.
I could really see this going somewhere really, really like this is going to be great.
I have a couple of producers like up my ass about this project. So yeah, I feel
yeah.
Hey, Will Ferrell need to be one of the elders.
All right. Now we're gonna open up the chat to questions, and we already have one. We got Who Dat Comics, who is a big fan of yours.
Oh snap! That's awesome. Yeah. So Who Dat Comics, awesome. If you've already backed, how do you do add-ons? That's a great question. So basically, what you want to do, there's a button I think at the top right that says Manage Your Pledge. Just hit that Manage Your Pledge, and then you can literally see an add-on list. Okay. So just like what Jay Blitz did, you click a Manage Your Pledge button, and this is a brand new way they've done add-ons. They try to make it a lot easier than they did before. So we're like beta testing along with some current Kickstarters this first time of doing add-ons. So yeah, if you've already backed, click the Manage Your Pledge button. And then you should see a list of add-ons. There should be a button that says add-ons. And if you get stuck, hit me up on Instagram and I'll do a shared screen and walk you through it.
There you go. Awesome. Yeah, guys, if you, like Grod said at the beginning, Grod bought some stuff and Sebastian's like, yo, call me. And that's how this all started. So that's how we were able to get. So, he's really cool. He really likes working with his fans, and stuff like that. Because, that's what he is. He knows without him we can't get the great stories, and without us he has no one to give the great stories to. Yeah. So he's all about helping you guys out with that kind of stuff. We have a question. It's kind of a dumb question, but I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask it because I know he's messing around. Before we get there, I'm just gonna do this real quick. My logo, J Blitz Comics with Vets. You see the Scumbag Crew at the top. This is a member of the Scumbag Crew. This is what we call ourselves because we go live, we talk about comics, and we're the adult friendly show when we go live and stuff. So it just became the name. A lot of people know us as that. But X says, so will Sebastian be an honorary member of the Key Unit, which is the group we have here that I also do shows with, and be selling. We do auctions every now and then online. So he's like, will y'all be doing? Will you be an honorary member and sell once a week with us?
I'll sell that shit. Yeah. Sign me up. I'll sell some shit. I like
we'll get him on here, and he'll sling some books.
That's my favorite thing to do.
Honestly, we might have to work that in. That'll be the best because I don't know if you've ever seen. There's all kinds of YouTube auctions, and I don't think any of them have ever had a writer, creator, or an actual like big artist sling some books on their auction. So that would be crazy to see.
Yeah. I'm the most tech dumb illiterate. I'm so shit when it comes to this.
I host it. All you have to do is show the book. You're good. You show the book. That's all you need.
I'll do
all the work for you. You send me your email for your PayPal. I put it in on a little ticker, and I say, "Hey guys, you send the money to his PayPal right here, and we're good."
I'm in. That shit sounds like a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
It is fun, you know. It's a good way, like, because you know every comic book collector's out here. Every comic book collector goes to a comic. We love hunting for stuff. We love finding rare books, hard to find books, and then sometimes the best way to support your hobby is to use your hobby. You know, you buy books and you sell them, and you use that money to buy your other books that you want.
Right.
So, the best way to support the hobby is through the hobby. So yeah.
Like that right there, the Jaylee eggs, bro.
No, he loves you. He loves that shit. He slept with that shit every day since he's got it.
I appreciate it,
man. Guys, if you have any questions, let us know. I might have missed them if you asked earlier, but let's go to the next one. Comic book steals and deals. Now, this guy right here, Mike Rogers, he is all about the indie world and everything like that. He is one of those guys who likes promoting a lot of stuff. So he says, I'll push it as well. So I'm guessing what he's going to do on his channel is he'll talk about your Kickstarter and stuff. So
that's awesome.
I appreciate that, Mike. That would be awesome.
Thank you.
The more people that know, the better. I mean,
I'm gonna.
More. He says he keeps hitting goals, so that means more rare stuff come out. So
yeah, it's true.
We got 14. What is it? 14 days.
So we finish on Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day, so we have 18 more days left. And if y'all can get me some more goals, I want to get some more rare stuff.
I'm gonna try and follow, unless we already follow, Comic Steals and Deals. Is that the name?
Yeah, it's Comic Book Steals and I think he's Mike W. Rogers on Instagram.
Let's see, Mike.
Hey, Mike, hit up Sebastian. His Instagram stuff's down below. He'll follow you. Maybe you can set up an interview yourself. You know, the more he can talk to people, the better.
Mike Rogers. Is it a picture of Mike with a cat?
It's a picture of him with Stan Lee.
Oh, Stanley. That's a different Mike. Yeah. Mike Rogers. Okay.
Yeah,
Mike. Just hit me up, bro, and then I'll follow you back.
All right. We do get a question. All right. Oh, and then Weapon X says, "Can you also sign each book?"
yeah, for sure.
That's a follow-on question for the auction stuff.
Done. Love signing shit. Silver pen, you know. Look, I'm armed always.
And Hudat's got a question. He says, "Where are you from?" Which I believe you're from the UK, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I don't know where in the UK, but I know you're from there. I just don't know where.
Yeah, no. I'm from just southwest of London in a county called Surrey, which is. I was born in Wimbledon, you know, where they play the tennis, and I grew up in southwest of London. But I moved here to Los Angeles when I was about 18, and that was 31 years ago.
Nice.
Crazy.
What writer inspired you to become a writer?
Oh, I think if I looked at writers that inspired me just in general, I would say Alex Haley, when he wrote the autobiography of Malcolm X, it's probably had the biggest impact on me as a book, along with Tolkien's Lord of the Rings and Stan Lee and Jack Kirby when they were at the early Incredible Hulk run, because I was a really skinny kid that got picked on and I had a really bad temper. So, and then also writers like not just of comics and books, but also movies, Spike Lee, Kurosawa, you know, like all these, you know, and writers of music, John Coltrane.
Nice. Okay. Titan Comic Pressing. I think he has a two-part question, but he asked it in two different things. His first question is, we'll put it down below. You said you're a D&D nerd. What is your favorite class to play?
All right, so I'm a hardcore. It's got to be extreme. So I'm either really a paladin, you know, supercharged into battle first, you know, up my own arse, self-righteous kind of dude, you know, try and right the wrongs, or an assassin, cut your throat. The extremes. But then usually, I don't know, I suck because halfway through a game, usually my assassin's like, all right, what do we do? Although the game
And
I'm a wizard. I'm a
the
wizard.
second part is he says, "Why is it barred?"
Oh shit, that's brilliant. It's never barred.
All right. Steals and Deals said exactly. I'll keep on the Kickstarter until it is done every day.
That's
So
super kind.
thank you. Weapon X says Jay Blitz. What gave it away? They was from UK. Besides his accent, I actually knew that before he ever came on the show. Actually, Weapon. We had talked about. I think Grod actually is the one who told me before. He said that you were from the UK. Max Comment says, Sebastian, fun fact, comic book pressers really don't like the oil paint pens. Sometimes the signature can be damaged when the book is being treated.
That is a really good tip. I appreciate that.
Yeah, sometimes though it's hard because on the darker covers, but that's where the gold comes in. I actually rebagged the board all these, by the way. Because you always rebag on board, no matter what.
You have to.
But that's where this, the gold right there. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but the gold works perfectly on these. Gold and silver on the dark covers, and yeah, I actually heard that. I've heard that because the Clayton Crane, he always signs with those paint pens, the oil paint pens.
They take forever to dry. The Sharpie metallics, they take not. There's different types of Sharpie. It depends on what we get in the box. Sometimes they remain kind of wet for a bit.
Yeah.
Some dry really quickly. And they do dry out quickly. But the super metallic-y ones that are really pretty, they stay wet for a really long time.
Okay. We got Rags718 who's been dropping links and helping us out. Really appreciate that, Rags, man.
Thank you.
He says, question, any discussion with some of the other major publishers out there, i.e. Marvel, DC, Image, etc., and buying or integrating Niobe?
No, it's a hard one. Like we haven't had any big buyers come along, but there has been now and again some discussions with some folks. I mean, and look, for me, the main thing is I always say that the property is more important than I am. Whatever is best for the property is, and the best way it can get to the fans.
Yeah, I don't see I mean, right now you're in workings with HBO. You already have a great, a following. I really don't honestly. A lot of indies do better off on their own than when they merge. When they merge, a lot of the originality of a book kind of gets lost, because then when you have some big company like Marvel or DC, you can't be as creative as you want sometimes because they want you to follow a guideline or something.
Yeah, you follow their pipe. They have a business model. They have a pipeline of a certain amount of books per month. So if ever we were to consider something like that, there would have to be some. I mean, who knows? But some understanding that would have to remain in control, creative control. But I don't see it happening, and we are happy where we're at.
Yeah.
So
I don't blame you at all. Huda is got another question / statement. He says, having a daughter seems to have inspired you, creating a character she can relate. Was that always a goal to make? Also, thank you, because I have a daughter and I can share my collection with her.
Oh, that's awesome. Actually, I have a son, but it's to be honest, I think it was such an important aspect to play with the narrative themes with the Untamed. At the end of the day, we've got these redemption themes for the Stranger and these certain things for Niobe. But if you really, it's a great point. It really is a father and daughter story. That's really the heart of the driving force of the Untamed. A stepfather too. And also, the guilt and the feelings come with not being with his own family. There's so many personal layers to experience with that. And I also thought it was kind of time to see a beautiful father and daughter relationship story blossom and grow, and see the daughter teach the father and so on, and the struggles with a parent as a child grows up and watches it away. Thank you for bringing that up. That's so important. And also, it's interesting. in the Untamed, I wanted him to be a little bit more like me, a little bit more ambiguous looking. And our artist really struggled a bit with the first book in making sure he didn't just look like the obligatory white dude with black kid, white savior type of nonsense. And so that was also a really big push for making sure he tried to still look more Egyptian or Moroccan looking, or mixed, you know.
Yeah.
And because we always want the focus to be on the relationship between Stranger and Niobe, and not, you know, race, to say.
All right, guys, we're gonna answer a couple more questions because I know we are way. I mean, I'll go keep going if he wants to keep going.
I'm good.
Okay, if he's good, Grod, I'm gonna go to this next one, then you can ask it.
Okay,
This one's a funny one. I kind of gotta ask it. Sebastian, choose your side.
Well, my son is an Xbox head, so I'd have to rock the Xbox.
Oh man!
I had a feeling you were a PS dude. I had a feeling.
I'm PlayStation. My dad raised me on PlayStation.
I got the first
Nintendo and PlayStation, man. I remember original Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah.
I get it.
If I could go, I would go back to the Sega handheld. Best handheld system ever.
Oh,
even better than the Switch. Yeah, I went there, y'all. You can't play Sonic on the Switch like you could have on that Sega handheld. All right, go ahead, Grod.
Oh yeah, man, put Godfather on the big screen. Let me play the ogre.
Hold on, that's not what I wanted to do. Here, go ahead.
No, I was just playing.
By the way, how do you like his fedora there, Sebastian?
The fedora is ill, bro. That's actually our logo. The Stranger wears a fedora.
So it's funny because his name, his IG name and everything is Gorilla Grod. I'm sure you noticed that.
Right.
But it kept going on, and we were, been hanging out, and it's just, I don't know why, just everybody's like the Todd Father, Todd McFarlane, they call him the Todd Father. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start calling you Godfather. So I started calling him Godfather. And one of the key unit members is like, yo, if we're gonna call him the Godfather, I feel like he needs to rock a fedora. And he's like, I ain't got one. So he sent him that one as a gift. And now he gets it. Now, I think it's the best thing, man. A lot of people do, joke on it and all, but it's awesome. That's the best way to go.
But yeah, a more serious question.
Shoot.
Original art. Will you be posting any original art on your website?
I have some original art in the back. Maybe I might. I have some original J. Lee covers from the originals that they made the covers on. I have some original Ashley A. Wood pinups in the back room. If you want, you hit me up. Let me know. Just hit me up. Just let me know.
Yes, let's get it, man.
Before I post it on the site, that's the thing. If you're down, I'll tell you what I'll do this too, Grod, is you rock a good pledge on the kick, and I'll make sure whatever you get is discounted in over the course of Christmas.
Let's get it, man. Appreciate you.
Same for you, Table. It's like you're spending bank on me on the kick, and I appreciate that love.
Hey, like I said, I'm gonna get all of that graded too. All of them are gonna be graded. Hopefully 9.8s. They're all gonna go 9.8 pre-screen. That's all I'm gonna say. And then when people are like, "Hey, what this book is?" I'm gonna be like, "Yep," and I got the OG originals from the Kickstarter. Got it all. Got original sketch art. We're gonna have fun. Does the original sketch art include any kind of like COA or anything?
I mean, I could try and figure something out.
Because if we get those graded, I know CBCS might need some kind of, because I can verify signatures now, which is awesome.
Right.
But I don't know how they verify sketch art.
Well, Daryl will sign it too.
That's true.
I'll make sure Daryl signs it. So, and then you just let me know if you want me to sign it as well, or you just want Daryl's signature on the sketch.
We get everybody to sign. Anybody who participates. If you can find the elves, no, I'm just kidding. I'm telling you that this story looks. I love comedy, so
The story's
you don't
insane.
see comedy infused in comics very often. So that's the best part, man. I'm a huge comedy person. A lot of people.
Oh, dude, I'm psyched, and you have to read it with a British accent. That's the trick.
Yeah, hey, I'm not gonna lie. My British accent isn't the best, but when I read that it says reading British accent, I was trying so hard. I was like, "Hey, governor," I had to get it into my head. I was like, "Hey, you knew." I was trying to read it.
Yeah, that's
I want to
good.
read with a British accent in your head, because I wasn't reading it out loud. I'm like,
Right.
is this what I would sound like? But hey, I tried. I'm not gonna lie. That made it more fun, I think, because I was like, man, you sound like an idiot in your head while you're enjoying this. So yeah. Anybody else in the chat have any questions? We got 26 people. We've been up and down. I think our highest was like almost 40.
Awesome.
Which is, come on, guys. We need more people. Y'all should be sharing this. Oh, who that says I updated. He said nothing like Christmas morning. Yeah, this is a Christmas gift to myself. I was already told by like all my family that now I have like a million nieces and nephews. They don't get us adults Christmas gifts anymore, so buying them all for myself. Let's go.
There you go. Yeah, this one is definitely not for the nieces and nephews.
No.
No. This one's for me. I did that today actually. The nieces and nephews and stuff like that. So
What'd you get them?
They're all little kids. So like, I have a nephew who was just born.
Oh wow!
A few months ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. I have a nephew that's almost 8 months old, and I have two nieces that are one's 4 and one's 7. So I get them like the dolls and stuff like that, and these new what are they called? The lolly little ball things where they open up the ball and it has a mystery thing in it. They have those. For my nephews, I kind of just got them like a couple little toys, and then I given my brother and sister money, to help because they can't open anything yet. So I'd rather just give them money to help them get what they need. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, man.
Gave them some stuff like that.
You're a good man. That's nice.
Are the signing options in the Kickstarter?
Yeah, there are absolutely. So when you get to the end of the hey Shadow Duck, when you get to the end of when we send out the survey, can't speak. When we send out the survey, you'll see an option that says available signed or unsigned. I think we kind of rock that only in the $40 and above pledge level.
Hey guys, also one thing I really, really love about your website, when you buy books, some of the stuff will ask you if you want it signed or unsigned, and they don't even charge you additional price on a lot of it, which is really cool. So take advantage of that. That's awesome. Like I was like, at first when I ordered these, I didn't even notice it at first when I ordered these, and then I went back and I was like, I'm probably gonna order more of these because they're really hard to find. And I was like, I'm gonna hoard them. I mean, this is a good story. It's a hard book to find. When I looked it up, I'm sure you've looked it up just to see. You know what this book sells for? When you try to find it, it's extremely expensive.
It is.
Yes.
So, I'm like, you don't want to be stuck without it. So when I didn't even notice the signed and unsigned, like that's an option on some of the stuff. And then when I saw that, and I was like, all right, how much does it cost? And it was nothing extra. I was like, what?
Well, we're at the cons, bro. We don't charge anything extra. I think on the hardcover, Josh might have put down that we, because especially in COVID, it's a freaking nightmare to get everyone together.
Yeah.
We might have started to charge
Well, that's why I said on some of the stuff I noticed it. Some of it does, but some of the stuff, and that might be because you have extras that didn't sell or something, which is I'm fine with. If it did sell, you have extras of it.
Maybe so. That's kind of Josh and those guys.
So guys, go check out the website. Buy a lot of stuff.
Thank you.
Dusu number 1.
Dusu number 1.
The Untamed number 1. The Living Prayer. You want to get Niobe? You want to get this one.
Niobe number 1.
Niobe number 1, her first solo story.
And also that's got Assessor's first appearance.
Yep. It's got a bunch of first appearances.
Mokamoa, a bunch of first.
They should start putting on these slabs because there's a lot of characters. I mean, you got that the first appearance of the dwarf king basically.
Oh yeah, Ragnar. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, him. You got the first appearances of the other silver elves and the orc that ends up sacrificing himself to save Niobe.
Yeah, you do. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I can't remember all the names off the top of my head.
No, you're good, dude. You're on it. And those elves, just to give you some clarification, those elves in Niobe are called the Galim They're the wild elves.
Okay.
And the silver elves are from Morok. They're kind of like they're my answer to Drow, because I never liked the fact that the Drow have black skin and therefore they're the baddies. I thought that shit was whack. So I was like, my elves from the Underdark are blessed by the moon goddess. So they're inflected in silver, whether it's their hair, their face, their eyes.
Oh, okay, that's where it came from.
Yeah, exactly. And then we've got Quelia, who are the high elves, and the Selvan, who are the wood elves. We have 4 different types of elves. And for you guys that wanted the extra fantasy stuff, trust me, there is so much nerdery to discover with the fantasy.
Well, I'm looking forward to getting into a lot of that. We have another great question.
Awesome.
This question is the most important of your life and will define you going forward. First appearance of Wolverine, Hulk 180 or Hulk 181?
Oh, fuck me running.
This is a question that you probably have heard a million times.
Yeah,
I probably had plenty of discussions with all your other nerd friends.
Is it? Oh God, this. Thank you. You're just so ruining my Christmas right now. I believe, isn't it like something like a cameo in 180 and then the real in 181? Is that right?
That's they say the cameo's in 180, and then they say it's in 181. But the thing is, Wolverine has a complete panel where you see him in entirety. They speak his name and he talks. He says, "Hey, I'm Wolverine," basically. So a lot of people think that 180 should deserve the right of the first appearance.
Okay.
But 181. So that's one of those. It's one of those infamous questions where it's kind of like X-Men 266 and X-Men Annual 16, right? Or 14. I always get. But they're like, oh, which one's first Gambit? But
14.
It's one of those questions that is infamous.
I'm going to show you something too that you 1 second. You guys will really appreciate this because I'm nearly out of these, and I just found another set where I have Issessa replacing Sue Storm. This is my homage to
the first appearance of Black Panther.
Yeah. And this says introducing Niobe.
Yeah.
So these are extremely, extremely rare.
All right.
I have this, and I have one instead of Morkamoa being Sue Storm. I have Issessa, and I think I found 3 of them because listen, when COVID happened, my shipper left, and I found the convention boxes. I'm like, oh my fucking God, I thought we were out of a lot of these rare variants. And I'm like, I've got 5 of these, I've got 10 of these. So yeah, this one right here, guys, this one here, people go apeshit for. Like this is a daddy issue right here.
Yeah, especially rest in peace Chadwick Boseman with him dying. Anything like any of the Black Panther homages right now are awesome. That is awesome. I really like that.
And did you see? So the crazy thing too is you've probably seen my issue of Niobe where she's doing the Wakanda Forever.
Yes. Yep.
Hello, we have it in Black edition. We did that about a year before Black Panther came out.
Nice.
And I because Niobe on her cover she does this in Niobe Shear's life, right? So this is when she's opening herself up to receive the goddess's prayer. And then when Niobe Shear's death, she's like, that shit doesn't work. I'm closing myself off. I'm going to throw down. And then, so when I went to see Black Panther a year later, we'd only done there's limited editions. And I was like, oh my God, everyone's going to see that. See now my Niobe comics. Like,
you're going to be like Niobe's Wakandan.
Right, exactly. Oh, yeah, I've heard so much like, oh, nice homage, or oh, you ripped it off, or oh, this, that. And I'm like, no, this is a year before Black Panther came out. But also, this is also Wonder Woman, and
Yeah, that's true.
And it's very Egyptian, and
Yeah. All right, so this isn't a question. This is just a tip for everybody. Life pro tip: having a hard time dropping hints on what you want for Christmas. Hang a short box on the mantle instead of a stock.
I love it.
All right. So the next question is, I think Mike the Collector is asking for on the Kickstarter. He says, "How do you choose your artist?" Or maybe he's just asking you in general. How do you choose the artist that you want to work with?
Yeah, a lot of times it's you hope for
By the
the
way,
best.
another member of the Key Unit. The Key Unit is a very big unit.
What's up, Key Unit fam? I want to be a member. I want to join.
You already are honorary.
Yeah, I am.
Member, yep.
Unlock. Thank you.
Honorary member.
I appreciate it. A lot of it comes down to, first off, I always work with my guy Daryl, who lays out absolutely everything. We blueprint this shit before it gets to our finishing artist. So we work tirelessly to we're super meticulous to be as close to the original vision as possible, like storyboarding. And then we try and work with artists that we feel is the right artist for the story. Like in The Untamed with Peter Bergting, he had done covers for Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings in Sweden, and his painting style was very rich and textured. And that I wanted to see if we can evoke that same kind of gritty kind of mood with The Untamed. And with the Dusu book, Dusu, do I have a copy here? Yeah, here we go. So Dusu is very painted too. It's like I wanted to see if we could have kind of like imagine a Frazetta painting, come to life in an entire story, in an entire comic. Now with that, these kind of painted panels, these here we took years on these types of books, and then when we worked with Ashley on Niobe Shear's life, it was the opposite in the sense that it was younger and it had whimsy and it was lighter and there was an innocence and a watercolor kind of beauty to it, and it felt like that fit the narrative a lot more. So that's it's not easy to kind of always get the artist or at least the art style that you want, but when it happens, it's a real win.
Nice.
So, one question: are you bringing Miss Ashley Woods, back for the next Untamed?
No, she did Niobe Shear's life. For the next Niobe Shear's Spirit, I don't think so, because we'll always do covers and work with Ashley, and because we're indie, we can only a certain amount of comics each year.
Mm-hmm.
So for Niobe Shear's Spirit, I have someone else in mind, although I would love to work with Ashley again because she's absolutely amazing. It's always, and the one thing I didn't want to do with Niobe, that's why I had Sheldon do Shear's Death, and I'll have a different artist do Shear's Spirit, is not pigeonhole Niobe and your perspective of her. I want a different artist's interpretation at each point in her life.
Okay, something fresh. Okay, I got you.
This is funny. Again, this is why we call ourselves the Scumbag Crew. Please stop putting ideals in Jay Blitz's head. He's gonna start his own help Jay Blitz buy books on Kickstarter GoFundMe page. I already did. It's already up. Guys, make sure you go donate to my GoFundMe so I can buy more books on Kickstarter. Nah.
That's awesome.
We got Mike. He's saying Niobe C2E2 exclusive was insane, but sold out immediately.
Oh yeah, that was a Shannon Mayer one, I believe. Right?
Yeah, I think so. I've seen that one. Yeah.
And then we had which one?
It was the splash color.
It was the spot color. You're right. Yeah, no, I don't even think I have any of my personal copies of that one. The spot colors do amazingly well. I also have a spot color set of Jay Lee's. They're in the other room of Jay Lee's Killing Floor 1 through 4. If you want to see, yeah, that I have I think 8 sets left, and there was only 50. So if you and I don't even think they're on the website right now. So if you want anything like it's like juggling time. The Kickstarter doing this. I got to write a passage for the OneRing.net for the it's only how many hours in a day, but I will be doing a live either on this Thursday or next Thursday, where I'll pull out a few of my rare stuff, and I'll let you guys know if you want to jump on.
Yes, for sure.
And again, you back the kick discounts, right? You back the kick. You go, hey Seb, remember I backed the kick? I'm like, all right, you get the back the kick discount.
That's right. We got Max Comics playing off of Weapon X. He said we knew it was coming. That's why we never told him about Kickstarter. Right? Just kidding. No, I knew about Kickstarter. There was so many times like I didn't understand what you had to do to get what, and I was like, it was. Sometimes they make it easy, like they put 3 things and that's it, and then you're like, oh okay. But when you want to get like the best of the best, you got to know everything. Like because I would have not known to add all that other stuff to make sure I got it.
It's tricky. It's tricky.
We got Weapon X saying right. Chad laughing out loud. I just sold a 16. Better be a 14. Not really sure. This comment is breaking my heart because I feel like it's my fault because I didn't watch the game.
Oh man,
it's more important and worth it. I mean, I'm sure you could tell.
You know,
I'm a Steelers fan.
So are you?
We needed a loss, and we've gone almost the entire season without a real bye week because of the COVID and everything messing up. So I ain't upset. We needed a loss. We needed a little kick in the ass to let us know we're not invincible when we get to the playoffs.
I hear you. So like, are you like Mean Joe Green is your favorite all time? Who's your favorite?
No, actually, Jack Lambert is my favorite.
Jack Lambert with the thing.
With the missing teeth.
I know football. I'm a huge football fan.
Oh, nice.
And you and I would have been mortal enemies in the 70s, and since then I've had a miserable time. So I'm a Raiders fan.
A Ravens or Raiders?
Raiders.
Raiders. No, we wouldn't have been enemies. Nah.
Oh, in Oakland and Pitt in the 70s. I mean, I love watching that old footage of.
Oh yeah, it's definitely some good games back then for sure. Yeah. Don Dizzle, another member of the Scumbag Crew, says, "I just got here. Can you start over?" No, Don, I'm sorry. You should have been here when I told you the first time.
So Don, basically, what you just got to do is you got to go and back the Kickstarter, and called Ruining Christmas. And
we're gonna open up another link for this because mine is currently full of stuff.
And then always follow us to Stranger Comics, you know. And then you guys can spread the word too about. I'll probably do the live on Thursday.
Nice. Yeah.
I'll bring out those spot colors. You know, like Grod, like, you know, you want to continue collecting the J. Lee set, and you've got the inks, then you can get the colors. Like I've got I've got the colors right here. You know, I have one of these copies left too. This might make you all right. So I've got this right here.
Go check out the Kickstarter. The links are down below.
The trade,
along with his store and his IG, guys. But yes, go check out the Kickstarter. Watch the video. It's awesome. Read the stuff. Yo, guys, you're gonna really enjoy that.
Back the kick, because my goal tonight, my hope is I'm just gonna try and hit 400 backers before I go to sleep. So if we've got you, Jay Blitz, and you Grod tonight, like, and the Hawaiian Punch, if you want to sneak on. I mean, there's also like, you don't have to spend like crazy dough, but just so you know, Kickstarter's algorithm for visibility helps in 3 facets. One is how much money we make, the percentage of the goal, and also how many backers we have. So even if like people just throw down like, yeah, I'll do the low $10.
$5.
Yeah, $5.
Guys, if you ain't got the money now, but you want to back it, throw in a $5 and then go back and adjust it and add on later when you have the money.
Exactly. And the beauty with Kickstarter is it's backer friendly. Indiegogo takes your money out immediately, but Kickstarter doesn't take it out until the very end. So like, you back it today, and then you're like, oh, I want to throw some more bread down before it ends, or, you know, that's a bit too rich for me. I need to pay it back a little bit. The money does not come out until the very end. So they made it very backer safe.
Yeah, you should be able to link this right to PayPal.
That would be good. That would be very good. But yeah, that's more Indiegogo. Indiegogo comes out right away, immediately. Whereas, so when you put down your pledges, guys, money won't come out until the 25th when the project ends. So, yeah, help me get to the 400 backers tonight, guys, and I'll make sure you're discounted on the Thursday live for the rare stuff.
Yeah, I'm putting in my card stuff right now.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, and it helps too. It builds momentum. Like when Kickstarter sees a pledge go in, then they'll go, oh, and it's creating activity, and then it creates more visibility on the Kickstarter page. So it's you rock it right now, Jay Blitz. It's a huge help. It's a huge help. And then you can watch it. You can watch it go. It was crazy. We made like 20 in the first 24 hours. There it is. Boom.
Boom.
You're in the game, bro. Thank you so much. That's fucking epic.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it live because I was putting in my information. I didn't know. I didn't know how that all worked. But we just went to 394. All right, so we're gonna leave this up if that's all right.
Please,
and, guys, go pledge. Let's see if we can get to 400 during this stream. Go share. Go get something. Even if it's only if you donate $1, you're pledging to something. $5. Let's hit that so we get to 400 tonight.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Yeah, any pledge makes such a big difference. Kickstarter monitors this stuff. It's like how Facebook.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna add more to this. Not right this. Well, actually, yeah. Let's do it right now because you can probably help me right now. All right, let's go to. I probably won't have to add in all my information because I told it to save it.
You're already in there, yeah.
Let's remove this one.
Yep.
Let's stop the screen. Let's add the one I was on before. Application window. I think this one is it. Share. Of course, it's gonna want me to go over here. All right, is it showing for you guys now?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you can hit tweet, you can share it too, you can like spread the word. So you see the top 4 here, up here? We were on the top for a second, then we got pushed down.
All right, so how do I go back to the...
So just hit the back button, I think, not that one, just click that, right? And then you're in that section right there.
All right.
And you think you go back into the login area.
All right.
There you go.
If I wanted to go here.
So I think...
I want to add. Someone just gave me a good idea. I want to add a couple of the regular lower, like the couple of the A, B covers for giveaways.
Oh, that's a great idea. Let's see. I just want to make sure yours is still in there because it still says 165. So now you might have to start again.
All right, let's just go here.
There we go. Right.
All right.
So you're okay. Oh, so it's manage your pledge. Go to the very top. There you go.
Manage your pledge. Okay.
There you go. Perfect. All right. So there you go. You're in the
change your pledge.
So change your pledge. Yep. So we just have to basically hit that. And then we just will remember 441. So it still says all that. And if not, you might have to go to the bot. Go to click that. No, go back up. Go back up to the top because these are different rewards again. Click that button there, current reward. Again, click there with add-ons.
Current reward?
Yeah, the whole box.
Click that. Click the add-ons.
Click there. There you go.
Yep.
Does it give you anything or no?
It doesn't. It doesn't let me click that.
So weird.
You know what?
Maybe go back to where you were at, and then where you just might have to click everything again.
So go back to this page, right? Oh, no. This
there
page?
You go. Yes, there you go. It's just change where you were. No, back that last one that you had all the information up, and it'll say change your pledge. Because it should be manage your pledge. It should be very simple.
Change your pledge.
So, okay, so that hit change your pledge. There we go.
Yeah.
boom, and then play. Then you should be able to. Can you click the whole thing, just the whole thing, like the square itself, or no?
Yeah, but it doesn't. It looks like it could do something, but it doesn't allow me to do anything. So,
Can you go back? Maybe it's so strange. They've jacked up here. Oh, rewards add-ons. You see that go back up again?
yeah, it doesn't allow you to click on that.
It doesn't. Weirdness.
Oh, so let's go to here. This I don't know what this 195 is.
It might change the pledge, but yeah, there we go. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Go down there. There you go. Now you can add on here too.
So you already has all that other stuff right there still, so it didn't take that away. Perfect. So, what is the tier 1? That would be
that's the usual suspects.
That's the A and B, correct?
That's the A. That's the A cover. And then the B cover is the one where they've got the hats on their dicks.
What is this $10 one?
That's just a PDF. There's Frosty's Frostbite Condom.
Oh, I don't want the PDF.
You know that you have. Okay, cool.
Don't need a condom.
Perfect. Kringle Kart. That's the one, the Mario Kart homage.
Okay.
Angel Elf is another one with basically that beautiful kind of painted portrait of the black elf with the white hat on and the cowl, like the Batman looking one. The one that you have the they used in the promotion.
Yeah, with the mask on, where she's wearing the mask.
Exactly.
All right. So I'll add those. I'm gonna add those. We're gonna go down here.
The Joey, the Elf cast, the hip hop. If you want any more of the hip hop stuff, then I'd recommend getting the bundle because it actually saves you $10. But if you want to keep it like that, that's fine.
Oh, okay. Hold on. No, we'll go back. You said if I want the hip hop one, it's probably better to get
the bundle. Go down. Snowcat, Runa Russell.
Get both variants.
There you go. It saves you $10 basically.
All right, so we'll get one of those, and then that comes with this already, right?
That you've got two. Yes, exactly.
So we'll go 1 and 1, and then 1 and 1, and then continue.
Perfect.
Yep. All right. Confirm changes. All right. So you guys see that some of that stuff, when I get it, will be done for giveaways.
And then you can hit see where it says tweet and share. It gives you the option if you just want to immediately tweet it or share on Facebook.
Here.
Thank you.
Oh, what the heck just happened? Went to the wrong thing.
And then, Grod, are you doing yours tonight?
Doing it
right now? Awesome, bro.
Now.
Thank you. That's awesome.
All right. Okay.
So how are you doing, Grod? Any help? Any thoughts?
Nah, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Awesome.
All right. We're gonna go back again. I got to go back to.
Then it says, then it's like if you just want to hit the back button, it should just take you back up to, or you could hit the search button up there. For some reason, it should just say go back to project, but it doesn't.
Yeah. You know what? That's all right because we'll just do this.
So the two covers.
Nope, that's not it.
Which covers you saying, Grod?
The tier 3 covers, All Hail Little Joey.
Yep.
Would that cover come with the backer, the $100 backer?
Let me have a quick look.
All right. Well, we're at $395 now.
Getting that. That's freaking awesome.
We just hit $395, so we got another person. While we're waiting for that, we're gonna go through here. Chad Fisher says, "Please repeat another." I have two groups like that. I really, we click with, which is cool because that's all what we try to do. We try to bring the community together, and this is a great way. Um, you know, both the groups I'm with have great people. You know, I really enjoy being with them. So,
That's
Ted
awesome.
Fisher says, please repeat. That's what Don said. Comic Book Steals and Deals says the Shannon Mare was the first ever I ever knew of Niobe.
Oh, cool.
Gorgeous cover.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I think the first time I heard of Niobe, and I think it was already maybe a big book. I think it was a few years ago at MegaCon here in Florida. I think your artist, the guy who's doing Ruining Christmas with you, might have been promoting you or something. I can't remember 100%.
Actually, I think she did MegaCon. There's a lot of folks that do. We have a lot of folks that.
Oh, it was a guy at the time.
Was it a guy? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think it was the guy that was in the video, the Ruining Christmas video.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been him. I have a feeling I know who it is. It's probably my guy Terrence. There's a lot of folk that I know did MegaCon that took my stuff out.
And at that time, I'm just recently starting to get into indies myself. At that time, indies were not on my. I was Marvel 100%. Like,
sure.
So I was like, all right, yeah, I'll check it out, and I read it, and I just didn't really give it the look that it deserved.
No, I appreciate you being honest about it. Yeah, no, thank you, bro.
And as I'm starting to read more indies, I really read, like, I'm sure you know Something Killing the Children. That's a hot book right now.
Yes,
Department of Truth is an awesome story, and those are books that really. I'm a huge Walking Dead fan.
Yep,
you can tell by the Walking Dead.
I had a look. Yeah, congrats.
So I've been reading more indie stuff, and it really opened up like. Comics. I just was raised the entire time comics are about superheroes, and
same.
Really, it's not just about superheroes. And I think that really opened up my mind. Is also really a big anime fan and stuff as well. So,
just before I space it, Grod, you asked a question that the Joey's Inks is not on the 100 level; it's on the 150 level. But if that's too rich right now, you can do one of the lower levels and do it as an add-on.
Okay, what I did, I did the $100. I did the $10 bonus. I did $20 for the bonus, and I added the
oh, you did? Okay, perfect. That's amazing.
All right, we are now at 396. 4 away, everybody. 4 away. Matt says the Scumbag fam is starting to filter in. Nice. Thank you all, everybody, again. Oh,
yeah, really.
We got Don Dizzle. Oh, yeah. Jay Blitz, pay attention. Stay off the phone. I'm on the phone. I'm paying attention. He's probably on the phone to read our bullshit in the chat. Yeah, you guys definitely hitting me up. Look, they do this to me on purpose because a lot of times I leave my phone on and you'll hear it in other lives. You hear my phone going ding, ding, ding. I turned it off so that didn't happen, guys. Got y'all. I see what y'all are trying to do. What is up? Leave it to comics. Thank you for coming in. Jay Blitz, you get my pick. Hold on. I don't know. Let's see. Where did you send it, Don? See, dude, he might be messing.
Okay, so she just did it. But like I was saying, I did 100. I did the
refresh.
A $20 bonus, and I added the J Lee sketch of
3 away. Guys, 3 more. It can take a $10 pledge. That's all it is.
That's it.
400.
That's it. That's amazing. That's amazing.
We're trying to get back to number 1 here, guys.
I appreciate that big time. Yeah, and then Grod, if ever you want that fiery daily with the 50.
See, this is why we.
I appreciate that though. Hey, it's Christmas.
Exactly.
That's why we have these for you, Don Drizzle.
Oh, yo, that is a good question. Hold on. What would it take?
An exclusive is the real question. Yeah, we can for sure. Done.
I would love to get an exclusive where we could put the Scumbag logo on the back, or for the Scumbags, one for the Scumbags and one for Key Unit. We can do 2. I will definitely be hitting you up about that so we can get a large amount. And what we'll do is instead of because we, like I said, we do the auctions, the scumbags will put out some for us, and then whatever we don't keep, we can sell for charity and stuff like that. Because I do a lot of charity for. I'm a veteran, so I do a lot of charity. Like right now, I'm raising money for Wounded Warrior Toys for Tot project, basically. So we could do stuff like that. But yes, I would love to talk about that for Rooney Christmas because I feel like that would just mix so well because of the comedy and the humor and the adult humor in it. And that's good question, Chad. Thank you. I did not think about that. We were trying to get an exclusive, and I'm telling you, I tried to go through Image, and they are pain in the ass. I don't know how many times I emailed them trying to get a hold of somebody to get an exclusive of Scumbag the book. Because that would have been perfect, but I think this would be good. I feel like this is a better one, anyways.
We'll rock that shit, no problem. Yeah, that's no problem at all. I even have like this crazy cover from the preview. I don't know.
Hold on. Let me make you big.
That might offend people.
Nah, look. It ain't gonna offend anybody here. You know, we all have our opinions. It's all fun and games at the end of the day. If y'all don't have a sense of humor, well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, let's go check this real quick. I'm gonna do a refresh. See what happened.
They usually do it. Yeah. What's up, scumbags? Let's get this. Let's get these legs through.
Yeah, guys. If you guys get us to 400, we'll get that. We'll talk more about that. Get us to 400. All right. Titan Comics has got a pretty good question. If you could collaborate with anyone alive or dead, who would you want to collaborate with?
And that question will be answered, Titan Comics, with a pledge for. No, I'm joking. Who would I collaborate with, alive or dead? First person, for some reason, that comes to mind is Bruce Lee.
Hey, I could appreciate that. That would be funny. That'd be funny. I could see Bruce Lee be like, "Hey, you make a comic about me."
That dude's philosophies are amazing. That dude is a prophet, man.
Yes.
I was feeling really down, the other day, and I was like, I put on his interview.
I think we're all adults, right?
The black and white. Yeah. Have a drink, mate. His philosophy is amazing.
I would definitely offer you one, but that'd be really hard to send it to you.
I've got a good reach around.
You're in California, right? You're currently located in California, correct?
I am. I'm in Los Angeles. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm in a crazy world.
I got a mini fridge. I put a big Ziploc bag of ice.
There you go. Shit,
you got my own little bar going here.
Sebastian.
Yes, bro.
Man, do you have any original skits of Jay Lee around you right now?
I maybe. Give me a second. I'll see if I have some.
If you have to dig, don't worry about it, bro.
It might be in the other room. Just see.
Oh, Max, they definitely do. They definitely do deserve one, I think. I think we all do. If we can get exclusive for Scumbags and Key Unit, that would be best. Hell, we can put it both our logos on that shit.
I don't have it handy, but I do have things like I have original 13 watercolors of the street. I've got original inks of Sheldon of Morkamoa.
Let me make. Hold up. That is awesome.
I have original painting by Bobby Breed of Niobe.
Holy man. Wow, man.
I've got this guy with a huge following on Instagram called Marcus Prime. I have originals of his.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I've got something by me, right? Look at this. Okay.
Oh, hold on. So I was going to ask you this.
See this cover right here with the hand of the devil coming down?
Yeah.
In the canyon? Look. I've even got this. My concept.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, okay, nice, man.
It's not nice at all, but I appreciate it.
No, I mean it's hard to tell, but
Right?
look, not every look. I think that is definitely not bad. I mean, you're a writer. I don't know how much you do art, you dig it, dabble into art, but hey, that was not bad at all. All right, so Max says, "Do the scumbags deserve exclusive?" I say yes. That is beautiful, man. That is really good.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
all sorts of original paintings, Bergting, The Stranger.
I gotta say that's probably one of the best parts of being a creator. Probably is you get to meet all these awesome other creators, and you get a little piece of them and stuff.
Yeah, it's beautiful. When will the new exclusives be shipped? Those ones are going to, I believe, in 3 weeks. The New York Comic Con
Nice.
exclusives, I believe, in 3 weeks.
I
Maybe.
did not. I missed that one, so hopefully I'll be able to.
No, you got that, bro. That was the.
Oh, that was the one. That was the one that I ordered off your. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
The trade and the Virgin variant.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is for Untamed: A Sinner's Prayer, is it not?
It is. It's a new printing of it. Yeah, we were like, let's do.
And that's limited $250 for the Virgin and $500 for the trade guys.
We actually lowered the print run.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's even more rare. We lowered it by quite a dramatic amount. I think we lowered it to 50 and 100, I believe.
ooh, wow.
Sebastian, look,
Yeah.
bro, you got to put me one up till Friday, man.
I know. I got you, God. Don't worry. I'm gonna
You
go
got
back.
okay.
We'll get. I'll
Now,
get.
Gord, are you talking about the entire issues 1 through 7 set, or the issues 1 and 2?
No, just the issue 1 New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You got it. No worries. All good.
All right. So he's coming in a little late, but this is one of our key unit guys, Titan. He's been asking questions. What's up, Titan? Hey, Titan. Oh, okay. You got a drink. Have you pledged yet?
I haven't pledged yet. I'm waiting until it hits $3.99 so I can be 400.
Oh man.
All right, guys. Let's get 2 more so Titan can do that 400, guys.
Man.
But
Let-
yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
make
Jake
sure
was
you're
having a drink and I couldn't let my man drink alone, so I needed to.
Oh man, hey, I I'm having a good night. I feel like this deserves some kind of celebration.
I
I feel like
appreciate
this is going off very well for our first one.
I appreciate you guys. Like this are really honestly, like, for me, I do generally a lot of cons, right? And
Yeah.
it's the majority of our income by a mile. And so in this year, we've had to pivot so dramatically to shift everything online, and then also COVID, and then also all sorts of other stuff going on. Writing, show, HBO, you name it. So to have this kind of experience with you guys, and so yeah, Grod, thank you for introducing your entire crew to the Stranger Comics family, because we do give love back, and what we'll do for you guys is we'll give a specific Scumbag Crew discount code. We'll figure out something as well where anytime you order, you'll get an extra something. So
Sweet.
Nice.
You hear that, guys?
So I rock that with one other group who've been very, very kind because of one guy specifically. And just for tonight, it's the least I could do.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, man. I want to say, like, full disclosure. Before this interview was set up, I'd never heard of Niobe and all that. Like, I read a lot of shit. Like, and like, it's insane. It's hard for me to pick up new titles, and a lot slip through. I do a lot of superhero, a lot of indie and stuff like that. But like, my to read stack is 10 long boxes long. I read a lot.
Holy shit.
I read a lot of stuff. But I've been listening to this and everything you're talking about, this world that you've made, because I'm a big D&D nerd too.
Oh snap!
I'm loving it, and you have super sold me. I am ready to go all in on that.
Yeah, he's the guy who said, "Why is it barred?" By the way.
Oh, that's good. Can you move the little YouTube screeny thing? The pop
Yeah,
up.
I'm hidden. Oh, there we go.
There you are. Hello. There.
Yeah.
There.
Hey.
Perfect. Perfect. Hey,
I'll
man.
bring that back up once we hit a higher amount. But
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, like I've got like a Pathfinder game. I made an exclusive deal with Pathfinder, non-exclusive, sorry. We have an exclusive Pathfinder Niobe module that you can also
Oh, awesome.
pinch for your D&D campaigns, for your new character classes, spells, races, items, all that kind of stuff.
Super cool.
Yeah, no, you need the kick. Yeah, done. Who Dat Comics. You know, I got you. That's all good. But yeah, like if you saw, see if I can do this. Because this is currently my living room is from going live. Like I've got all sorts of stuff that I'll show you.
You're going live battle stations all up. Right?
Yeah. Craziness. And if you can see here, so I don't know if we sold this one, but here's an original Niobe.
Oh, yeah. Ooh,
So,
very nice.
Oh man.
This was done on a live, and usually what Daryl does is he does live, does them live, and we actually do concept development while we're going live.
I like that.
See, that's when I got to catch one of those lives because that's the first time I knew like was truly following you was when he was like, "Hey, they're live right now," and we were live. So I was always catching little parts here and there.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. This is a dope one. I can't believe no one snagged this. It's ridiculous. This is Niobe with a death mask in Erathune.
Oh, nice.
That's beautiful.
Right. This is done by Sheldon too, the guy that does She Is Death. You know, like we've got Niobe issue 2, like this is She Is Death. This is issue 1. Heads on Flakes.
I really love that cover. That's a really good cover.
And we've got we've got this version of it as well. I don't know if you can see this.
Yep, that's that's on the website actually. It was on the website.
Yeah, this is
they're sold out now.
But check this out, guys. We got this. We also have this too. Now you see, this is the Virgin cover of it.
Yep.
But there's an extra head down there in the front.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's an extra head, and you see less of her lower half.
Exactly. Now this one is super rare. This is the most rare out of that set. You can get these in inks. You can get them in the snowy set, the Virgin of the snowy one. There's like 5 different variants of these, but this is the most expensive rare one. This is, I think, we're doing discounted right now for $75. So this also is a really hot one too. This is by Raheem Milton. I found this guy on Instagram, and this is so Hopeless did the Waterfall issue 1. This was issue 2, right? But now what's crazy is, so he's also done this for me, and I haven't put this into a cover yet. This is going to be another exclusive. He did this on wood.
Oh wow!
Wow.
So then,
I love that etching.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really, really beautiful. And then what I'm going to show you too, because you guys are like not only collectors, like I've got all sorts of collector stuff here on the table, like New York Comic Con first ever Niobe She Is Life anything, and this has got everyone's signature. Amanda
Everyone, wow.
Xiang, the cover art, like everybody. 2015, only 200 printed.
Wow.
So, you know, I have all sorts of rare stuff. Here's a rare Assessor, Jay Lee, Virgin.
Okay, I like that.
The Xiang, this is a gorgeous Assessor by Xiang.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit.
This one really, really, you guys have really good artists working on these projects with you for sure.
Thank you. And Hyung has been like, I've known him since before he even started his video game career. Now, you'll know him because you guys are gamers, I'm sure. You've heard of a video game, I'm sure, called The Last of Us.
Yeah.
So he is the lead designer, concept artist for The Last of Us.
Yes.
And, you know, he's been one of my closest friends since while he was in college, before he even got there.
We have another key unit panel member. That's
What's up,
Adrian.
Adrian?
This is the man of many impressions, by the way. Oh, that's Dusu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
That art right there reminds me of the actor
Jaimin Hunsu.
huh?
Jaimin Hunsu from
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, totally.
From
Now,
he played in like that UFC fight. He plays in a lot of good movies,
He
actually.
does. He does. In that UFC fight. Now I'm going to do 50 of these. This is going to be my next exclusive. There's only going to be 50 copies of this Dusu issue 1, which features Dura's first appearance. And Dura, just to give you guys a heads up, we've been developing her to be a massive player in the HBO show. And that was that other image I was showing you of Dura, this lady right here.
Nice.
And I've got other kind of Dura covers on the website. So yeah, if you guys are, like my whole goal for Asunder with an indie budget, was to say, how can I build the Marvel universe of fantasy, and with stories that have resonate with us, whether it's love and lust, redemption, second chances, being a better father, just really fundamental basics, but they're making the world extremely rich. And if you're in Scandinavia, most of the people in Earthun are white because we're in the Scandinavian part of the world.
Yeah.
If you're in Ujoa, whether you're an elf or a dwarf, you're black because you're in the African part of the world. Giving it the very kind of nuts and bolts, the basics of it.
Nice.
And when I started Stranger and I knew Niobe was going to be the star and I was trying to get, raise funding, people would be like, wait, fantasy doesn't sell in comics. It's always, superheroes. And also it's like, there's not a lot of, black lead heroes that are the face of a franchise, or are there any, and also females, like with Niobe, are there any like companies that literally say, or when you think about a publishing company, a woman is the face of the entire franchise. And this is me like fucking, I don't know, 20 years ago trying to think of this shit. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do all 3 of that. This is the character I want to tell, and not to sound all like up my own ass because that's fucking stupid, but I just knew this character had to be told, and how was the best way to introduce her? And because I was a huge spaghetti western Clint Eastwood fanatic.
Oh God, I love those.
That is the
Untamed. That shit. So good.
Dude, that is the Untamed, bro. Like straight up,
it really is. If you look at it, it's just with fantasy instead of guns and like gunslingers. It's
you already sold me. You You don't have to keep going.
So I'm gonna give you. I just want to tell you, like, this is the pitch of this is what I do at the conventions. I'm gonna give you the same pitch I gave to HBO and all these types of people. It's the same shit. The first thing I say is, would you damn your family to save the world? And then while you think on that, I say, this is a story about a man who's stuck in purgatory. And after 10 years, the devil comes along and he says, I'll give you 7 days to reap the 7 souls that murdered you and your family. And he says, well, sign me up. I have nowhere else to be. He takes a drifter's return to a one-horse town in a huge world.
Okay.
As his memory comes back, he realizes he was a bad man and maybe he deserved to die. But now he's on a path to save his family, right? On his path of vengeance, he meets a little girl called Niobe. And she reminds him of how old his murdered daughter would have been, giving this man a second chance to be a good man and a father. But he only has 7 days. The kicker is, what if she's one of the 7 souls he has to collect? And the devil set the whole thing up just to find her. Would you damn your family to save the world?
Nice.
Well, I'm glad I don't have to actually answer that question. I can just read it out, so I wouldn't have to deal with
You
it.
sign right here. Here's the paper.
Hey, Adrian. Have
Yo.
you pledged?
I pledge already.
Oh, thank you. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate that.
Guys, I'm going to check again.
It's addictive.
I'm keeping an eye. I'm going to be the 400. I'm waiting.
Look, 2 more people. $5 pledge. That's all it takes.
Right. Yeah, you don't have to pledge. You can just be part of the pledge. Yeah.
We're just trying to get to the 400 pledges. I'm about to create 2 more accounts just to do this.
Hey, Sebastian, I gotta know, because you talked about like some hip hop stuff too.
Yeah.
Would you have maybe something like you got like Wu-Tang in the background, or you got like a Tribe Called Quest going in the background, or what?
Well, we've got these, right, Adrian?
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we have.
I knew that. Like I'm just saying, like,
when you thought about it, were you playing the music?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. So when I was thinking about the Wu-Tang, because they're very Sergio Leone dudes, they're very kung fu, hardcore, Tarantino, all that kind of stuff. Like when I rocked out to when I wrote The Untamed, most of the time I was listening to all this Ennio Morricone spaghetti western music.
Okay.
So that theme music was just, and then also because I was I sound really melodramatic, but very tortured romantically at the time. So I listened to Gorecki has a piece called Symphony of Sorrowful Songs. And like mainly I'm like a hardcore jazz, blues, old rock, old punk rock. But there's some and Bowie, I go, but there's some classical I listen to that just hits me in the fucking gut. And there's an American composer I listen to a lot called Aaron Copland, and he has a suite called Billy the Kid.
Yeah.
That Spike Lee used, right, for He Got Game. I listened to that a lot just because it felt like evocative and sweeping and desert. And The Untamed really is also because it's such a frontier border town. And the elves are on the outside looking in. And what you don't realize in the comic books is that is sacred land. And that's the Galamren and Niobe's tribe that was pushed out eons ago. That's their sacred land. And there's an archway there, and it's a propitious place. And why is there a well? And what does the water mean? And there's a lot of nerdy stuff that's not in these books that, I'm just excited to, God willing, the show gets greenlit and I'm able to kind of unveil.
I don't see how it can't. Like this is just, and it's intoxicating too. To you hear other people talking about it, and it's like, oh yeah, that sounds really cool. But when you get to like hear the creator talk about it, like directly from their mouth,
it kind of gives you chills.
Oh, I literally am getting chills. It sounds so like this is right in my wheelhouse. Like the fantasy stuff, the Western stuff. I love that, and I consider myself blessed to not just hear it from you, but be here interacting with you and getting,
That's awesome, bro. Thank you. Yeah, no, that's really kind, man. Yeah, it's so my cup of tea. It's like, spaghetti westerns and fantasy. Like I remember having a pitch with one comic company that I won't say who they are because we ended up not getting on well at all. But they're one of the top 5. And anyway, one of the heads was like, "Why the fuck? How the fuck haven't we thought of this?" Like it's a man with no name in fantasy, and it's one horse. It's really, I mean, because it's been repeated a lot, right? It's like Bruce Willis is Last Man Standing. It's
right,
Yojimbo, and all these things. But for me, it was like, how do you then turn it on its head to then let it be the launching pad to the entire world? Right. And then, we get to explore like what's beyond the town. And we go with Niobe and the stranger to explore the world with them. We see it through this brooding dude's eyes and this little girl's eyes as well, and both of their perspectives of a much bigger world, and how are they reviewed?
Those are the kinds of things like you said, like how have you not thought of that, right? Those are the things that really clinch with people because that shows it's a good idea. At the same time, it's like I missed the exact context of it when you mentioned it. You said someone like they fell in love with someone who was immortal, so in order for her to become immortal, she became a vampire. Like that's like a deal with like, fuck, like how come no one has ever thought of that? It's like, yeah, I'm voluntarily become a vampire not because I love to be a vampire, but it's the only way for me to be immortal and be with a person. That's genius. Like, how is that not happening?
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know. I just fuck up a lot in relationships.
You ain't the only one.
Yeah,
Look, I'm 31, been married and divorced. Don't feel bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get to some of these the chat's questions because there's a few good ones. One coming from Rag718. He says, "What do you recommend to someone to do in order to follow your footsteps in the comic book industry and have their own comic book or books?" He says, "I want to write about a new superhero called G Money."
I'm already sold, mate. Fucking sign me up, G Money. Like,
right? That's what I'm saying.
Why isn't this not happening, Rag718? So are you in Brooklyn? Like, what's going on? Are you?
He is from Brooklyn.
Is he? Yeah.
Brooklyn, but he lives in Virginia.
Virginia.
He needs to grow up here and hurry up and get on here.
So,
Rags.
what do I recommend? Okay, so the one thing I would say is when you get into comics, you don't get into comics to make money. It's the biggest mistake, and I think what the big misconception is, and I know so many creators do this that are in the indie landscape, is they say they see the big dollar sign for deals being made for TV and film, and then they see a few of these things becoming made in TV and film, and it's almost like a lottery ticket mentality of like, oh, I can. And I get it because you want to follow your dream. You have your day job, or you're at school, or you're at university, and so on. Like, oh, bet I can do this. This is my way out. Fuck all that. You have to start off realizing that your creation, like your creation of G Money, is like a child, and it deserves as much attention as a child does. So you literally have to nurture this shit every day. And also understand that the amount of time that you sacrifice away from the people that you love is even more extreme by the fact that they're sacrificing their time away from you while you follow your dream. So you have all these. So the hardest thing to do is just realize straight up, you've just got to nurture the creation, then everything else will follow suit. Because otherwise, it will just be whack as fuck anyway. How much guys would I have to place you to sneak in a cameo of Nolan Ryan? Who's Nolan Ryan? Go on.
Nolan Ryan is a famous pitcher,
baseball player. Yeah, okay.
Famous baseball player, and it's funny because they make these personality comics of famous sports players, actors, actresses, and stuff like that. And she actually got one of Nolan Ryan from me, and she says it's her good luck comic. She loves that book, so she wants you to sneak in a Nolan Ryan character in one of the books.
Okay, so here we go. Pledge. There is a pledge on there, right? Called I can't remember what it's called. Do you see what I see, and then do you hear what I hear? The do you see what I see is our artist will draw a character or you for $450, and you will be a Christmas elf in the Ruining Christmas Story.
Just now telling me this, I would be a perfect elf.
If you want to rock it, bro. If you want to rock it, we can hook that up and just add to the pledge. I know without it being a reward, I've done it for one other bloke. It's like I just want to get that. Is because there's only a limited window and a limited amount.
If you pledge, I'll throw this in.
I'm not getting you that for Christmas.
You can get that.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what.
We pledge now, and you get Shaquille O'Neal.
Right, guys, we only need. Let me see.
Still, yeah, no, it refreshes automatically. That's the thing. That's
Oh wait, what did I do? I went to the wrong thing. All right, guys. Right now, we still need 3 more. If you pledge and show me a picture of proof, I will send you a free book.
There you go.
Free book giveaway to the next 2 people who pledge. Next 3 people who pledge. I know Titan might be one. If Titan ends up getting it over 400, I would give out a free.
Check it again. Check it again, Jake. Check it again. Check the number again.
What do you need?
Well, he pledged already, didn't you?
I couldn't wait for the 400. I couldn't wait. I just had to do it. I pulled the trigger.
All right, so Titan, you got to prove it. It doesn't say anything.
I will tell you. I put it in.
I can see it too. I can check backers and I can.
Oh, no, it just went to $3.99.
I'm Adrian APL. That's how you know who I am.
Okay, yay! That's awesome, bro. Thank you, guys. Thank you, man. It's amazing. We're at $3.99. You guys are fucking studs. We would definitely. I'm definitely gonna hook you guys up and figure out what the exclusive is.
If you can prove to me you're one of the last three,
Itself, you know.
if you can prove to me you're one of the last three on Instagram or on here, I will give for one prize will be Dark Knight Death Metals 1, 2, and 5. All or sorry.
God, you guys are amazing.
2 and 5, all variants. So 1 is a Kale New, 2 is a Jay and Coletto, and 5 is a Josh Milton. You'll get one person could choose from that, or they can choose Batman Detective Comics 1027, the Kale New, and a Peach Momoko Deceased Dead Planet. And one person can choose the Ancoletto Detective Comics 1027 Virgin and Trade.
You guys are amazing.
And it will be free shipping. So if you're one of the three that filled us up, you will be getting a free prize.
Hey, I'm sharing my screen right now. Show that. Where's my there?
All right, which one do you want?
Thank you, Patrick. That's really, really, really kind. Thank you.
I saw that Mario Kart cover. I'm like, well, shit, I gotta have that.
You know that was a reward was to be on the Mario Kart cover, and some guy got it in the first 20 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I hope I have that. I should have that, but
You've got you've got the Mario Kart. You've got it all.
All right, so we're gonna go. Can I show you how to do it, Jay Blitz? I don't know what you mean. Who that? I'm sorry, it was probably way earlier. Jay Blitz broke it. No, that's probably when I was doing this question. Tiefling or Dragonborn?
Oh, hey, 400.
Oh,
400. Okay, let me share this, guys. Let me share this. We're gonna. I don't know why he says it updates, but
it'll just let it be, and it should just roll. It'll just
boom, 400 backers. All right, so Titan, you get to pick which one, or do you want to let someone else choose before you get whatever's last?
What were the choices? I missed it. I was ordering.
Death Metal 1, 2, and 5, all variants.
No. DC? What are you talking about?
They're all DC, bud. All DC. Detective Comics 1027, The Virgin and Trade, Jay and Coletto. Or Detective Comics Kale New and Deceased Dead Planet 1, Peach Momoko.
That's tough. Between those last two, I do love me some Peach. Yeah, I'll go with that last one.
All right, so that is yours. And
if you guys, so I'm following back. I follow back Mike Rogers, and then Weapon X 578. That's one of your and JDM 33. That's one of your guys, right? That's you, Jay Blitz, right? No.
Say it again.
Who's Joe Mayette? Is that one of your crew?
Jeremiah.
Joe Mayette. He looks
sounds familiar. I can't.
Yeah, I'm not sure who it is.
Okay, I'm just gonna follow back because it looks like one of your crew.
I think that's Joe M. Actually, that's Joe M.
Yes. Joe M. Yes, Joe M on YouTube. So I'm just making sure I follow you.
All right, guys. So each of y'all, we're gonna drop this. All right, guys. If you could prove to me you were one of the pledges, let me know on Instagram, and then you can pick. But look, you're gonna get it in one of my bags there, Titan. So this is how I send my stuff to people. All right, I got poly bags I made. Little slogan that I say it's a 9-8 candidate all day.
That's awesome. I love that.
And then one of the bags is also my logo. I gotta find it because they're all mixed up now.
And to Shadow Duck, I would say Dragonborn. I'm going to show you my Dragonborn.
Oh, Jake, Max put one in. She sent me a screenshot.
Okay, well, she's got a pick.
That Max supported.
Oh, who did that come?
This is Young. This is another one back Young from The Last of Us. This is a super rare exclusive from
wow.
Life Issue 3.
That is dope.
Yeah, what I do, guys, is I'll make sure I'm super ready on Thursday, and I'll get everything ready for you guys to just see the next,
So I got a question, Sebastian.
Shoot.
Niobe, she is deaf, #1.
Yes.
That was a couple first appearances in there, right?
Yes. There are. Let me remember.
That whole series seems like all of them seem like first appearances.
Yeah, but I'm talking about it's two people. Is it Yorkie?
Yorick?
Yeah, Yorick and
Yes, Yorick's going to be a big player because he's also in the Morkamoa storyline. He's a big player. Yes.
Okay, nice. And it's one more. It starts with an A.
I've got Niobe shit stuff over here. Let me see. All right. So this is the hardcover for Niobe shit. So basically, just so you can see, folks, this is a regular comic size right here, and these are our hardcovers. So if you want the special edition hardcovers, these are how we rock. Like, and then you open it up, and it looks like this.
Well, that's awesome.
Oh,
hey,
man.
Dick, you want to make them big?
Yes, I'm gonna make them big. Sorry,
make
people are proving to me.
Make me big sounds very suggestive. All right, and then this is you've got the classic Niobe by Hyung reversible poster. There's the metallic foil.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right, and then you've got the hardcovers. If you guys can swing them, I definitely recommend the sexy Kickstarter editions of the hardcovers because they are extra material, prologue material.
I love to have that as my coffee table book to read.
Yeah, they're really pretty, and we're doing bundle deals. It's like buy 5 get 1 free. And then if you want to hit me up separately, I can invoice you guys and be like, oh, I want 2, I'll make a deal for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like
you just got another pledge, it looks like.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. We are at, I don't know, I think he was the 400th or something.
All right, guys, and if we
We're at 401. We are at 401. All right, so Max,
I'll find the material in the back for you.
That's cool.
Well, yeah, all sort. Yeah, for the D&D heads out there. Oh, there was the Shannon Mare. You've got all the beautiful pin-ups in there.
And we got another one coming in. Another key unit guy. He's taking his break off work to do it. Yeah, there was a few people who actually were like really big fans of yours.
Get out of here! That's
couldn't
amazing.
make it because of work, which sucks.
Oh man, that's so kind though. That's amazing.
All right, so. Oh yeah, he's coming in. He's coming in for auction because he's gonna put that stuff up. We're gonna do like an auction just for him. We're gonna hang out, let him sell those, and then we're probably all gonna buy it while all y'all buy it, and we're gonna just go crazy. That's for sure. I am down. If you are down to do that, man.
Oh yeah, sure. That sounds great fun. That sounds amazing fun. I mean, it's where we make this stuff, and I can show you kind of like some of the stuff that I know I'm running low on, like the super rare stuff. Like, obviously for the Mario Karts, like what we do is we've got the hip hop variant, both in Ruining Christmas and Niobe. We have the video game variants, like the Niobe Link.
Awesome.
Nice.
And we actually have one, and I have no idea if it's on this table because I've just been selling recently. I have one for the load screen of Altered Beast for Dusu issue 1.
Oh, I love Altered Beast.
Oh yes, I already ordered.
Yeah, you did. You got the Altered Beast. That one is flying right now. It's suddenly got really hot, and it's the same artist that does this, the Mario Kart, the Altered Beast, and also does Bonk. If you guys remember that really obscure game, that's Niobe's Life issue 2 for the super obscure gamer.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
No, all right, Adrian.
Don't worry about the video game. I used to teach a video game history class at the university here.
That's wild. That's wild.
College credits.
Come on, Adrian.
No, although know what I'm supposed to do, so he's talking and he's making it seem like I should be talking, but I've got a different door. Like he's maybe from a different part, You know, I'm just talking. I don't know what part you're from, but
Hey, read this. Read this.
That's fucking great. That is really
Hey,
good.
this is our master impressionist. He
you know,
is-
I do all kinds of accents. You know, sometimes I'm over in the book saying that, you know, they're making it writing. It comes up with me. He's like, hey, you know, what's he? I said, I was writing a book, you know. And he says, hey, you writing a book? And I said, all right.
What the fuck? That's brilliant. That's fucking brilliant. Holy shit! Do you watch any of the stand-ups like Jimmy Carr and like?
Oh, I'm a big stand-up guy, man. I love it. Yeah, like.
Oh yeah, my God! I was because ruining Christmas. I was getting really nervous, you know, because I'm older, so my comedy is maybe a bit more aggressive,
Sure.
and just making sure you just can, you know, like, okay, what is that fine line, and you know, taking because we've been developing this for so many years. And I was watching some stand-up of some British comedians, Jimmy Carr, Mickey Flanagan, and like, whoa, those motherfuckers, they push the envelope and don't give a fuck.
Right. Oh yeah.
Ruthless compared to, you know, where, you know, the day and age we're in now. Because me, I'm on one side, I'm very, very culturally sensitive. On the other side, I'm not politically correct at all. You know, so it's this.
It's a
This
thin line.
yeah, and right, exactly. Well, I don't know. Sebastian, how involved would you be in production on the HBO show? I find them always turn out to be much better on screen when the original creators are more involved in the development of Cinematic Pro. Max, I'm going to give you the email addresses of everyone at HBO, and you tell them that.
That's what I'm saying, right?
So the fortunate thing is I am an executive producer on the show, and so I do have hopefully some pull being an executive producer, and I've been in the lab developing. So, you know, the hardest thing is what folks don't, I think, realize is when a show gets picked up, there's this automatic rush and want and desire to see it happen right away, of course. But so many shows are in development for 5 years, 10 years. Like some of your favorite shows that just came out, you're like, oh my God, it's been in development for a decade.
Right.
Yeah.
And I saw this thing recently from another bunch of collectors. And that's why I appreciate you guys, because it really kind of bummed me out that there was a thing of saying, oh, you should dump Stranger Comics because obviously that not only is it not happening, and maybe it won't. I mean, who knows? But they said we made it up, like the announcement in Deadline. Like, yeah, I've got that kind of pull to make a fake announcement in the most important, like a place you can make an announcement. You know, like when Deadline or Variety make an announcement. I don't do it. They do it with HBO and the agency,
Right.
and they verify with the heads of all the departments. Otherwise, people have. So, I tell you, it was like one part of me was like, oh, it's so disappointing that people would not only make up a lie, but then it makes me. I'm being accused of lying, right?
Yeah.
And on social media, it's irritating, you know, and in person, if I was, you know, it's like, you wouldn't fucking say that shit to me in person.
Right.
Yeah,
That's true. That's
some
true.
people just they don't got no better shit to do. You know,
It is
start the day.
crazy. It's literally, and that's the scary, you know, that's why we were nervous about ruining Christmas, because it's like, oh, I even get people going like, does that mean you're not doing Niobe anymore because you're doing this comic? I'm like, dude, I like to fuck too. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you can't put all your eggs in one basket.
it's just you're a human being. You know, you like, you know, I like eating pasta and I like steak and I like salads and I like ice cream. You know, and I like.
Damn,
You know.
steak seems good right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. Don't you? You know, I like Coltrane. I like Iggy Pop. I mean, you know, it's okay. You're you know. So, but I think what happens is folks that have some semblance of insecurity, they want to have a sense of identity of themselves with one thing that makes them great or makes them feel safe and secure, whether that's their love interest or their interest in a comic book thing or their religion or something or a politic. And if it's anything skew with, their identity is shattered. And so if you've got a chap that comes along and he's like, oh, he's doing this, how dare he venture off and be hopefully good at that? Because therefore, what does that say about my own day-to-day struggles? As opposed to, I always look at this thing where I go like, if I make $100 and my enemy makes 1,000, he makes 1,000. If my enemy makes $1, he makes $1. I still make $100.
Yes.
So why am I getting consumed with my enemy? Or if my friend makes $100 or $1 or 1,000, I want my friend to make 1,000 because I still make 100. I want the best for them. This sense of jealousy is so low rent and pathetic. I don't get it. I find it. So anyway, all that shit to say is having this moment with you guys is very enriching and super positive for me because it's like being at a con with folks that I can just fucking talk to.
Right.
And I reached out to those people and said, actually, no. And my execs are like, don't fucking give anyone like that time of day. But it's like, yo, no, this is how I put food on the table for my son. So if someone is saying I'm lying to make, can you imagine the absurdity? Like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make up a lie to sell comics. I'm going to make up a lie that I have an HBO. It is so beyond fucking retarded.
Right.
I can't. I mean, like, yeah, I did this. All this shit. I sacrificed everything for a lie.
Right, because if you did do that, if you did lie, right, it would get caught.
Yeah,
obviously, and then you would believe anything else you do. Like you would sink yourself. Like who would do that?
Exactly.
It's the fundamental thing of like when an announcement is made, everyone's job is you can't make up this kind of shit.
No, you really can't. I'm gonna do it real quick because we're almost done. Like I don't think there's much questions. Max says high five all around. Pledges, love this community.
Thank you, Max.
No, I would email them if you gave them to me. Ha ha ha. Weapon X says just pledged 402 scumbag.
Hey, thank you. God, you guys are fucking.
Max says let's see if we can get to 420 tonight. Hey, that'd be even better.
I love that.
Chad Fisher. What he said is right now there isn't an option, but I think you said at the end there'll be an option for you to be able. So at the end, when you pretty much after the pledge, you pay and everything, it'll ask you if you want it signed, and you can put yes or no.
At the very end, there's a thing called a survey. We send a survey out to everyone that's pledged, and on the survey, you check the box if you want it signed or unsigned.
Okay, so there you go. Max says she wants ice cream now.
Same.
Answering. VS says we're at 403.
Oh, what? You guys are amazing.
So yeah.
Yes.
Thank you to everybody. If we get to 420 tonight, that's even better. I'm not giving everybody free books because I don't have that many pulled out right now. But I will try to do what I can. I'll hook you guys up in some way later on. You all know that. And I bought extra to do giveaways. So
I'm going to give you. We'll figure out. You tell me, Jay Bliss, what you guys want your crew's discount to be off the website.
Oh yeah, I mean we'll figure something out. Yeah, for sure.
Give me the code name. Do you want it to be called Scumbag? What do you want your code to be?
Well, because it's two groups, and the key unit is the one who put this together.
Okay. Scum unit.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We'll just do the KS unit.
There you go.
That worked for everybody because I don't want to. The key unit's the ones who put this together. Gry put this together. He did a lot of the work. The Scumbags just happens to be another group. They're here supporting.
How about
it helps out with us because I have two great groups with a large amount of people in this community.
How about I do one for both of you guys?
That works too. We can do a key unit and a Scumbag.
So I'm doing this right now. So basically,
Scumbags and key unit.
Scumbags with an S. Okay. So I've got key unit and Scumbags, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys anytime you order off the website 10%.
Nice.
And I'm gonna make sure that gets put into every one of my videos. So remember, guys, I'm gonna put his links, all his links in my videos, and the codes in there for as long as that lasts.
And no, it's gonna last in perpetuity for you guys. And then what I'm also going to do is anytime you order off the website, I'm going to hook you up as long as you use your codes with an extra random variant of some sort.
That's
There
awesome.
you go, guys. That is awesome.
That
That is awesome.
Nice.
so
And we're gonna get him. I don't know when, but soon we're gonna get him. Probably after the holidays, because I know a lot of people trying to save money right now. But after the holidays, we'll get him in on the auction, and we'll just dedicate, that to him, so he can show stuff. You guys can buy that stuff, and and I mean, he's got a lot of great stuff, guys. He's got the Ruining Christmas Kickstarter. Make sure you guys are hitting that up and keep your eyes open for that Niobe, the new Niobe series in March.
oh yeah, that's going to be fire. Yeah,
I know I'm going to be on that too.
Yep.
This, like I said, this was a story that a few, like Hawaiian Punch and Grod is the one initial one. Like I heard of it, but I never got into it. And Grod was like, "Yo, you got to check it out." And I was like, "All right." And then he said, "We're going to do an interview." And I said, "Okay, I definitely got to make sure I read this." Because I didn't want to come in here looking like, hey, what is it about? I want to know something, because that's not how I am. I like to know. So I'm really glad I got to read it, because, like I said, there's a lot. And knowing that there's so much more, it explains a lot. Because, like, you each time you read it, you feel like, you want to know more, and you want to see the world expand, because you're putting in, like, even in Niobe, she's like the first issue, when she falls through the waterfall, and then she ends up in a whole new world almost, basically. Like, you're like, what the heck just happened? Like, she was being chased, fell down a waterfall, and she's in a whole new region, basically. And so that makes you go, okay, now this is going to be a giant world, and I want to know what the whole world's like, not just this one part.
So here's a fun little tip for you guys, and I know you guys probably got a split, but I'm going to say, so we have Niobe Shear's Life. It's a Beauty and the Beast love story threaded with murder and mystery, but that leads to war, kind of like Seven Samurai style. And then Niobe Shear's Death, and so it's a coming of age story about a girl trying to find her faith with her ancestors. Niobe Shear's Death is when she's like, that doesn't necessarily fucking work, and she's getting older, like a teen angst. So she becomes a badass bounty hunter, hunting down sex traffickers and slave traders. Niobe Shear's Spirit is when she combines both her faith and her fighting. She's growing. And then we'll have Niobe Shear's God, where she binds nations against the devil, her father, the Untamed.
Yeah. See? See, I told you, I knew it.
All right, sign right here. No.
But, guys, make sure you're checking it out. And the discount code isn't up yet. He has to still get it done. I'm sure he'll keep us updated and he'll let us know on that, but it will be in there as soon as we got it going, because I don't want y'all to be trying to, and it says no. It does take time.
What's your just so I've got it on my Stranger account? What's your just make sure I'm following everybody.
You're following me. I'm the one who I sent you a link for here, and you kept liking all my live feeds of promotions.
Oh yeah, perfect. I've got you on my personal. I'll just make sure.
On your personal, and I think on the other one as well.
On the other
You're talking about my YouTube channel or my Instagram?
Your Instagram for now.
Instagram.
Oh, I just followed you. I'm Solid High, the comic guy.
He's famous too, by the way.
Did I follow you?
He was in an episode of Comic Book Men, and a bunch of commercials, and a stand-up comedian, and he has a band.
I want to know it all. Tell me all.
We should so play Wanalea for him. People love Wanalea.
It probably sound horrible over this thing, but yeah, I can send you the link for the music.
Send him the link for that. Wanalea, it's a jazzy Star Wars song.
Now you're just talking my language. What's happening?
Exactly.
Yeah. I play a harmonica,
Yep.
like.
Get the fuck? Do you really?
Yeah.
Bust it out.
Do you
It's not in here, and the wife is probably sleeping. Right, so.
In the Untamed, I wrote a so harmonica. Do you know the classic Charles Bronson "Once Upon a Time in the West"?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the beginning of the Untamed, the first book, I wrote just a little ditty for the stranger.
Okay.
So if you ever get the first book, or you get the hardcover or the trade, you can play the Stranger's theme on your harmonica.
Awesome.
That's what that was. I was wondering what that was.
I could do that.
Nice.
I'm down.
Good times. Good times.
You a request on Sebastian A. Jones on Instagram, Titan Comic Pressing.
Perfect. Yeah, and then send me messages, guys, on Stranger Comics too. I'm usually on that one more than I am my personal.
Okay. Yep.
That's through my my YouTube.
Don Dizzle, were you one of the last 3 for the hit 400? If you were, send me a proof, and I will get you one. I'll get you.
Cool. Yeah, just hit me up on any of the socials, and I'll just follow you back on all of them. But just send me. I don't know if you guys are experiencing this, but I can't look past a certain period.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't. So just send me a quick message on the socials.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you one.
And I can always just pop over to the other side and then if you're serious, guys, about you want an exclusive.
I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious about that. I've been wanting to get exclusive. I've been talking about it, and I think Ruining Christmas is the perfect book.
Epic. Why don't we chat tomorrow about it, bro? We'll figure out what that cover is, and then we'll make it happen.
Yeah, definitely. I would love that. Yeah, I'm excited. Okay. I'm cool. So yeah, that'd be perfect. Damn, man.
And then what I'll do is see if I can do it right now. Let me just see if I can get hold of Josh real quick, and then I can see if I can get that code up for you guys, just in case you want to, because I suck at the internet and I have no fucking clue how to do any of this shit.
And I just put in there, I said, hey, this is Jay Blitz. Want to get the exclusive for Ruining Christmas, and I put the codes that way if you know how to spell it and everything.
Okay. All right. If I don't get hold of him now, I'll be speaking to him at some point.
No, that's fine. No rush. We don't need this done right now. I know. I mean,
where I am.
I'm gonna be promoting this every day. The Kickstarter every day. I'm gonna put the link in my thing all the way up until Christmas, even after, because I know sometimes the Kickstarters can last a couple days after too, as well.
Yeah, no. What happens is
you can always pledge after.
You can. There's a store basically that sits up there for you afterwards. You're like, oh, you know what? I do want to get this. I do want to get this, and so on. And it helps because now and again too, you get a couple of pledges that fall off where someone goes, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. There's shiny object over here. Bills come in.
That's not happening. This pledge is going all the way. I might even add another pledge to it because who knows, that distributor one, that's good stuff. I don't mind. I haven't told you this. I'm actually working on a goal right now myself. A lot of these guys know I'm trying to actually create my own online website store, and I have a really great app idea. I don't want to put too much details out there because I don't want people stealing it. Sure. But I'm actually working towards that, and a good way to do that is stuff like this, and a good start like that. I have my own eBay, and that will help me in long run also raise money for that goal and help support you. So I'm down for that as well.
Awesome. Yeah, whatever you need from me, bro. Like tonight has been a blessing, and I'm very thankful for you guys. Seriously.
So,
yeah. Thank you, man. We appreciate it.
That was awesome.
All right, now I know you said you're good. I'm good to keep going, but you have already been here for 3 hours. And you initially said, I'll be good for an hour. So you're going to keep going. We can keep going. But if you need to go and get something to eat, because I know it's 7 in your area, you probably have not eaten dinner or anything yet. That's up to you.
You know what? I might try and find some victims for my Ruining Christmas.
Yeah. Ooh, yes, I forgot about that. There is some. There you go.
I will be responsible,
There you go. Yeah, guys, there's awesome underwear. There's some good masks, condoms. The condoms are great as all hell.
Come on.
How many Kickstarters do you go to get a comic book and they got a condom as part of the gift? So that's awesome.
I think it's a joke. You're not going to use this.
But in that stead, guys, the key unit is going to take a break after we end this, and we're going to be going live again for a mail call Monday. You already saw part of my mail call, but I know the rest of these guys want to open up some of the stuff they got today, and we're gonna hang out and we're gonna talk and we're gonna promote this some more. We're going to go ahead and end this so Sebastian can go eat. I know a couple of us probably need to eat. I haven't eaten yet. Sebastian, again, thank you so much. I'm excited to working with you here in the future. I'm excited to get this going. We're going to get that past 420. Once we hit 420, I'm going to take a picture because it's awesome and it perfectly for the book. But we're going to get this past 420. And make sure, guys, if you haven't pledged, pledge. I'll find a way to be able to give more prizes out for everybody who pledges after the 400 as well. So that's some free stuff you can get from there. And it only takes $1. You guys don't even have to get any books. You just pledge by making a donation and helping out the book. And the more goals he hits, the better stuff that can be brought out for you guys. So let's do that. And can't wait to see what we can get as an exclusive. That's going to be awesome. And be on the lookout for those discount codes, guys. And
like Sebastian says, like it's not just about the money too; it's about the numbers, right? It helps the algorithm.
Yeah,
just $1, $5, or whatever.
What happens is it shows a Kickstarter that people are interested in. They go, "Hey, well, let's put this back on the top to let other people see, so they can be interested."
And trust me,
like YouTube. It's kind of like YouTube. Kind of like the YouTubes, man. If you got people watching, more people liking, and all that stuff, it shows your stuff more for people to watch. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and drop all his.
Hey, hold up. Sebastian, I got something planned, bro.
Okay, you got it. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you, man, for coming.
I'm gonna drop all his links again in the chat one more time. While I'm doing that, you guys make sure you sub them up. There's that. Here is the store. And here is the Kickstarter, which I'm going to refresh while I'm here. See where we're at now. We are 403.
And I need to go follow up on that store. I need to fill up a basket.
There is his Kickstarter, guys. Make sure you go Kickstart. If you guys Kickstart after the 403, send me a picture, and I will get a book coming your way, free of shipping. So if you do that, let me know. Send me a picture on IG. 403, man, that's good. We were at 93 when we started.
I think so.
392 or something. So we got at least 10 11 new pledgers, and we're going to try to get more than that. If you guys are watching this on the rewind, make sure you check out all the information is down below in the description. His IG, his store, thestrangercomics.com, and the Kickstarter. Make sure you go pledge.
Yeah.
Thanks,
hey, I'm gonna be down to that. We get a December drinking game. First to pass out, we leave you on. Hey, we already know who's gonna lose that, Don. But other than that, guys, thank y'all for coming. I really appreciate it. You're gonna like this. Watch this, Sebastian. Adrian, you know what's about to happen. Do your thing.
Subscribe. Oh, yeah, hit the notification bell. Like.